Alright. Okay, everyone, it's a fair programming error. They just refuse to be fixed. CodeErr. And it is Doki Doki time today. Hooray! Neon's already here. I saw your little Doki Doki. Hello, hello. How's it going? I'm not gonna spend much time on the title screen. I'm just gonna load directly into the game. So, quick recap of what happened when we last left off. So, we played MC's mod, which was a nice little, essentially D&D session, if you want to call it that. It was fun, definitely. I liked it. It was incredible. I liked that Natsuki, or rather, you know, Two Guns, was very badass. Especially when she pulled out her second gun. Incredible. Incredible all the way through. And I assume now it's time for MC to share something about that. I did not watch that video yet, but I shall do that when I remember. Alright. Now then. Getting straight into things. No use delaying for so long. Sprites is doing great. Only 2 sprites. Ooh. Ooh, you're doing well. 2 sprites, huh? Again, I'm looking forward to the result. Of course I'm looking forward to the result. I'm sure it'll be amazing. FNF stuff, always fun. Anyway, Doki Doki, am I right? Am I right, guys? Starting off with the Sayori voice. Throat, don't give up today.
That was fun, MC. I liked how it was kind of in the RPG story, and kind of also about us playing the game.
Ah, yes, the perfect message to pin as well.
I thought that part was neat.
Yeah, that was hype. It felt very true to how we'd actually play a game like that.
Thanks. I try my best to make it reasonably accurate.
It made me feel a little wistful. I kind of wish we did play a tabletop RPG regularly. It would be neat.
Why you ignore? What did I ignore? What am I ignoring now? I have no idea what you're talking about at this point. Are you just pointing it out to me? Or are you just saying, hey, didn't answer my... I did answer your question, though! I answered your question. I told you I haven't yet, but I will once when I have time and remember. Yeah, then don't blame me if you didn't hear it, though. Also, hi, 3754757. It's free on Switch. Can you actually get DDLC on, like, regular DDLC on Switch now? I know you can. I don't think you can. Like, I know the Plus version is on Switch, but the Plus version costs money. Interestingly enough. So, I don't know what you mean with it's free on Switch. I know DDLC is free on PC. It always has been. But yeah. My face when the club meets. Indeed. I will still you know what? Sure. Go ahead. Go ahead. Blame the streamer. That makes perfect sense to me.
We could if you all wanted to. I actually do know how to run this game. Although I've never done it before.
Wait, how do you know how to do it when you've never tried before?
She has all the rulebooks at home. She's read them like 100 times. She's never had a group to play with.
Ah. Makes it feel like she would really be down for it if she's read everything multiple times and she just doesn't have a group.
She just really likes reading the books.
I don't know about anyone else, but I play if Yuri wants to run a game.
Yeah, me too, definitely. I learned a lot about the game from her, and I think it would actually be super fun to have her running a story for us.
Otsuki?
Of course I'll play, doofus.
So Yuri, you seem distracted. Oh, yeah, I guess a little. We might not be able to keep playing for very long. Because we won't be together.
Yeah, that's true. But we could always play remotely. And then we could play no matter where we are.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, dude, it won't be a big deal at all. We'll just be able to...
Alright, official grown-ups, who's ready for alcohol? Got some vodka, some mixers, a couple bottles of wine, and a couple of other goodies. You guys want to have some drinks?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
Yes.
Nope.
Well, thank you for being a sober driver for everyone, Monica.
Happy to do it.
And if you change your mind at any point about the alcohol, you can feel free.
I won't, but thanks, Messina.
Yeah, I'd probably be the same in this position. Never changing my mind. Not a single drop of alcohol is getting past these lips. Ain't happening.
Now everyone has their drink to sip from, let's start with some emails. Hopefully everyone out there will be understanding if we answer a little strangely today. The rest of the club besides me might be fairly drunk as time goes on.
Man, this is good. Also, it is amazing that I predicted this with my mod. Everyone getting drunk. I am amazing. Yes, I agree. MC is amazing.
Yes, you are. I guess we're already getting to that point a little bit. Although I think it's a bit early to be hitting MC that hard. A little bit of placebo effect, maybe.
Drunken emails. Yes, I am so ready for this.
Anyway, don't forget you can send emails to the club for us to answer. At the very least, I'll always respond to you, and we get most emails on camera for answering. Just send your questions to littleclub.press.monica@gmail.com. Now let's get the first question up.
Alright, hey, I hope you're all doing well at the club. I have a group question. What do you think about mods or fanfictions? Since they do end up creating instance of you, does it affect you? If that's a too touchy subject, feel free to skip it. As someone who count on making a mod and that create a lot, this is a subject I was curious about. Take care of yourself. Croissant. Also, hi Tormuse and Lee, thanks for the lurk. Just in time for emails, indeed. I mean, to be fair, there was just a tiny bit of dialogue before this about the tabletop RPG thingy. I think the question about what they think about mods or fanfics has already come up, and they have already talked about how those are separate instances of them, so it doesn't affect them. So I do believe all of this has been answered before. But, oh well. Email. The emails, yes. I too am an email.
Oh, it doesn't really affect us in any way. We are not those other versions of ourselves, and in any event, we are not even sure if some such versions of ourselves are really aware. I don't know.
Thanks, Rob. Also, hi.
But anyway, we do really like many mods and fanfictions of ourselves. It's weirdly kind of flattering. Although it feels like we don't deserve it. We're just a weird high school club after all.
Weird high school clubs are a common topic for weeb culture.
So I've heard. Anyway, hopefully that answers your questions, and thank you for the well wishes, Croissant. You know.
Alright. Continuing on. Also, Rob, again, thanks for the opasium. Implies the existence of e-females. Have you heard of e-girls? E-girls and e-boys, and now we have just e-males and e-females. Indeed. Alright. Hey all, I just wanted to ask some random questions that popped into my head. Monica, and anyone else who wants to answer, you mentioned that you liked Evangelion before. Since then, the last of the rebuild movies have come out. How do you feel about the rebuilds? I have seen a lot of mixed opinions on them online, and I like them, but can understand people who don't. Oh, says something cursed. Rob throws something. Yeah. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That is the basic formula now, I guess. Or at least it could become the basic formula. I know you're going live later, playing Pal World for the first time. I'll definitely have to swing by. I know I'll only be able to swing by partway into the stream, but it's still gonna be interesting seeing someone's first experience with it, because that way maybe I can form a better opinion of it myself. We'll see.
Well, this one is a question for all of us. I think the rebuild movies are fine. They're kind of their own thing, and that's fine. Honestly, I wish Evangelion just had a good, proper ending instead. But this is probably what we're going to get. Don't get me wrong, they're good movies. They just feel disconnected from the series in a way. Hopefully you understand. Let's see the next part.
Excited? I figure as much. Alright. What do we have here? Natsuki, and again, anyone else who wants to answer. Being the epic gamer, as well as the certified meme lord queen supreme that you are, how do you feel about one of my favorite gaming topics? The deep Kirby lore. Do you like it ironically or unironically, or just not care? Have you played a Kirby game before? Please. Your desperate fanbase needs to know. 7 stream streak, that is pretty nice. Tested it slightly and I'm glad I did, because I had an issue with my controller that took off. Then it's good that you fixed that. Cool game, I'm a fan of survival/crafting games, so combining with a Pokemon format looks interesting. It is interesting. And as people have pointed out in chat before, it is nice that it's giving the Pokemon games a little bit of a competition. Because, again, Pokemon has kind of been going downhill in a lot of departments where they're rushing out their games and cutscenes are laggy and everything is getting kind of meh at times. So them having competition is definitely a good thing, because maybe they'll try harder again. Finally, competitioning, yes. Alright, my create one... Factory... Crash. Yeah, Rob, that sounds like you're causing some problems again.
Ah, yes. The deep Kirby lore. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not the biggest expert on the deep Kirby lore. Like, I know there's an iceberg there, I know it. And I've gone down underwater a little ways. But man, the iceberg goes way down, you know? Anyway, ask Sayori your deep Kirby lore questions. She's got all that forbidden knowledge. But I have played plenty of Kirby games and I do like them and their lore unironically. So there you go.
But you just said ask Sayori, why didn't you bring Sayori on screen for that immediately? Damn it! MC, if you had your own special poem theme like the other members do, what do you think it would sound like? That is, if you know what I'm talking about, since I'm not sure you've had many chances to hear the background music. Also, if Miss Ida is there, I would like to know what she thinks she would have. Oh, I forgot the question already. Hey Gabe, how's it going? 3 Sayori lore time, we need more lore. Tragically been deprived of the deep Kirby lore. Why would you not give us the deep Kirby lore? Collection oh, we'll be getting there. We'll be getting there. It'll just take a while. String Sword Star Rail for Dr. Ratio. I also obtained Dr. Ratio, but I haven't really done anything since getting him. I forgot the question already.
What would your poem theme sound like if you had a custom one?
Oh, got it. Normal, I guess? I don't have any, signature instruments or anything. Probably the one I already have is best. What do you think, Sayori?
Oh, maybe something with some subtle brass? Yeah, that's part of the orchestra that's not represented in any of our songs yet. Makes sense. How about you, Miss Ida?
Well, I've never written a poem for the club, so I've never needed this. But I've always loved hearing the cello. I know that strings are in Yuri's theme, but they're a bit higher pitched. So maybe the cello and some nice low strings for me.
Very interesting. Next one's for Yuri.
Yuri, do you like The Shining better as a movie or as a book? The answer is obviously gonna be book. right? It's Yuri. You know she prefers the book version of 99% of anything. I've only ever seen the movie, but I've heard good things about the book and have been meaning to read it for years.
Oh, both are wonderful. You will rarely hear me say that that both a film and the book is based upon. Interestingly, it is the film which is more subtle and psychological, an inversion of the usual dynamic, whereas the book tends to be more over-the-top, explicit and dramatic with its horror, but it does it in such an enthralling way nonetheless. Oh, excuse me, but yes, there are much more powerful goats. The climatic scene with Jack and Danny is much more of an action scene and so forth in the book. If you love the movie, I'd say the book is most certainly worth your attention. Although, in a rare moment for me, I'd have to say I preferred the movie somewhat.
Oh, she actually did prefer the movie, wow. Treehouse of Horror. Treehouse of Horror segment is best. We're getting opinions here. Wow. Exactly one Kirby game before, I think was the Mirrors one. The Shining? You mean The Shining? You got The Shining, you mean The Shining? You know what? Yep. We don't get sued here. Nuh-uh. No sorry.
You know how much I love subtle horror. Or do you? I forget it. I've spoken to you much about that. But now you know in any event.
So when Yuri's drunk, she does stumble over words. She doesn't stumble over words, she just gets more florid.
I understand that wordplay. That was quite exquisite.
Thanks, Yuri.
Alright, here we go. No! Not the shin. Not the shin impact. Oh, I don't get sued because they can't find me. We are not the same. Ah, of course. Alright, so Yuri, have you ever had any Girl Scout cookies before? I think they're just an exclusively American thing. But on the off chance you have, I would like to know your tier list. Wait, actually that gives me an idea. Have you ever heard of the snack exchange community? It's an online thing where people from different places trade their local snacks via international shipping. I've never done it before, but it seems like something that you might be into. Ah, sorry, this got a bit long. Thank you for reading, everyone. This wasn't even that long compared to some of the other emails. I think mine is longer. That was out of context. Also, hi, Zombie. How's it going? What's up? Nothing much. Sup with you? Hope you're doing well.
Oh man! I have never heard Girl Scout cookies, but I want to! I've heard so many wonderful things about them. They don't really sell them here, but I am definitely interested in a snack exchange. I will look it up.
Of course you will. Want to click this on? I'm doing some of my warm-ups to prepare my voice for V3. Oh, you know, V3 is gonna be fun. Can't wait to hear your opinions about the amazing characters. Okay, Bones. Give me a second. Give me 1 second.
Well, I guess this is happening again. Give me 1 second. I mean, yeah, I am kind of a bit too short. I forgot. Everyone forgot. Alright, I guess this is happening. Also, yeah, did I miss anything? Sorry, Team Dad. Yeah, it happens every once in a while. Doesn't happen too frequently, but it does happen. So, where were we? Right, Sayori. Okay. I will look it up. Thank you for the recommendation. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Thin mints. And Samoas. Thank you for the very nice question, emailer. On to the next one. Alright, let's see the next one. Monica's Codes VA? Yeah, that's the thing now. Monica is my voice actor. It's been revealed. Well, I have a question for you all. Sayori, just how easy is it to get you with a bag of cookies? Kiri, I'm just going to ask this casually as I can. Do you have some sort of foreplay kink involving knives? Well, I hope not. The deep code lore. If we are not getting the deep Kirby lore, we're getting the deep code lore. Natsuki, people call you the sweetest and most adorable member of the club, which is why I ask you, would you beat the shit out of anyone that hurts your friends in a physical manner? Monica, it says you are yandere for the player himself, technically us weebs that play the DLC, so would you really try as hard as you can to get to us if they give you a day to do that? MC, will you treat them all with respect as much as possible? Each one needs their friend, and that is the way to help them with all their problems, so will you? Okay. Well, we got them questions. Okay, let's see. If you change... Thanks for the quotes. And yes, he would probably become Buffsky. And hi Dylan, how's it going? It do be a lot of points, I guess. Oh, thanks for the hydrate as well. I do appreciate the hydrates. Thanks for your precious points. Another one with a question for all of us. Okay. Starting with Sayori. I mean, it depends on what you mean by get. Like, get me to come over to where you are? To eat the cookies? That would be pretty easy. You saw how excited I got about the last question. I could totally get God. Really? Was that necessary? I guess it was necessary. Yuri, do you want to answer this one, or... And yes, as per popular demand, I have kept the giant hand. That is a thing that I think I could fix, but everyone wanted to keep the giant hand, so I haven't fixed it yet. Is that something you would like to see fixed? I would assume not. Of course the anvil works, everything works. Alright, Rob, we get it, you mean. Get out.
It's fine. I will answer your question as simply as I can. No.
That was simple, Natsuki.
You bet your ass I would. No one hurts my friends without answering to me. But do people really, call me the sweetest and most adorable member of the club?
I do.
I know you do, nerd. I meant like out there in the real world. I always thought being sweet and adorable was more Sayori's thing.
You're very sweet and adorable. I mean, it's true, she's sweet and adorable. Rob is the richest viewer here, yeah, because he is saving points over multiple accounts. And yeah, I guess the master hand did take a little bit of a beating there. And you'd punch people for us. You can be all those things.
Thanks, Sayo.
I do not think of myself as a yandere. I understand why I have that label, of course. I did kill everyone. But yes, regardless of what you call it, of course I try as hard as I can to get to you. I just need something to do, some way of doing it. Even if it's a lot of work or very difficult, I could manage that so long as I knew where to begin. But I don't even know where to begin, it literally seems impossible. And maybe it is. But if there were a way, you bet I would do it. Last part for you, MC. It's gonna probably be weird for you if I do the MC voice. But prepare to hear me do the MC voice, because that's gonna probably seem weird coming out of my mouth now.
Do I not? I like to think that I treat the rest of the club with respect and as a good friend would. You totally do. And hey, emailer, I know you mean well, but when you say them all, like meaning all of us girls, it may sound like MC isn't one of us. I know he's a boy and maybe some of you see him as an outsider because of that, but he is one of us. One of us. One of us.
Yes. But yeah, I will not cause... I will of course continue to treat everyone with great respect and friendship. I love all of them. And I love Sayori in a very special way.
MC do be adorable, isn't he? Code, what is it, Spinner? You want something? Equal rights, equal bongs. The playlist now has Pal World music. Well, I guess I'll see that when I update it again, which could be soon or could take forever. Who knows? Load into the Yuri question and say you be female now. Again, that's something I will probably save until, you know, maybe the end. Not today. Today we have to try our best to get to the last episode.
Man, the alcohol's hitting you hard, you sentimental dweeb.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Do you think it would be remotely possible to get Miss Ida a character file if... Oh, hang on. Huh. No, I do not think so. For one thing, it would be a lot of work to perfectly map her from the simulation's loose characterization of her to a CHR file without changing anything about her would be hard. And I'm not sure she'd want to risk it. And that's even assuming we know how to do that, which we don't. I think MC getting a character file was a one-time thing. And the game's way of resolving the weird contradiction we gave it, I don't really think we need to do the same thing for Miss Ida. I don't know, what do you think? Yes, I think it's probably not necessary. I'm perfectly content with myself and my life the way I am currently arranged, I guess is how you'd put it. No need to put everyone through a bunch of work or take any personal risks. Agreed, next one.
Next!
Good lord, Natsuki, volume.
Who cares? There's no one here. We are in the middle of nowhere. The nowhere middle.
Yes, the center of the void.
Yes.
Okay, moving on.
Wait, though. They wrote an if? What was the rest of the sentence? What was it, emailer?
We'll never know, I suppose. But why would they... Why would they just... Was this a case of they were typing out their email and for some reason they pressed the send button instead of whatever else they wanted to press? If. I guess if. Hi Monica, before anything else, I would like to request access to the Discord. I really want to spend time with my fellow viewers, and you if you're there. And now for my main email. Hi Literature Club, I've loved each and every one of you, including UMC, since the base game, and I'm so happy being able to spend time with you. I'm almost finished with Season 2, so maybe some of my questions might be answered already, but I'm so excited to send you guys an email. I know it's sorta lengthy, but I hope you enjoy it. 1. Do any of you keep a journal? I personally don't feel confident writing poems, but I like writing about my thoughts. And the accidental sender someone doesn't proofread their emails. Could also be. True. Good questions. I used to keep a journal, but I couldn't stick with it. Anyone else?
I try to enter things into my journal on at least a weekly basis, but I believe I am the only member of this club that does so. The writing is a bit loosely connected to the events of my life. It can be a little meandering, but I do write it. I find it helps me explore my own mind, as it does for you as well, it seems.
2. Question for all the ACNH players. Shout out to our ACNH hype woman Nazi. What's your island's name and who is / are your favorite villagers?
Oh, right, Animal Crossing. Has been a while since I played that. My island is named Channelwood.
That was an epic reference, by the way.
Thank you. And my favorite villager is Pierce, I guess I'd say.
Anka? Well, Anka is certainly a choice, not for no particular reason. No particular reason at all. I don't know what kind of reason there would be. My island is named Starshine Island. I just like that name. And I like Chadwick the most.
My island is called Ocean Man Island. Favorite villager? That's tough. For some reason, I just really like Cavalabot, so let's go with him. And everyone out there, play more Animal Crossing.
Monica, it's inspiring to see you as the leader who takes good care of her club members. I know it's hard for you to relinquish self-control sometimes, but I appreciate the trust you put in the members to do what's best for the club. Your poems are rich in content and in form, always a delight to read, and I hope you have conversations with me, the player. And I love when you have conversations with me, the player. It's always so insightful. But, you know, technically this season we had more conversations with Yuri than with Monica, I guess, because she's just constantly in control now. It looks like the rest of this email is just some kind of kind notes. Thank you so much for your considerate comments and your kind praise for my poetry. Hopefully we'll be able to talk directly more soon. So Yuri, I resonate with your poems the most. I'm someone who puts so much value in my emotions, and the emotions in your writing always tug on my heartstrings in so many ways. I'm proud of your strength to clear your rain clouds and let the sun shine through. You have wonderful people around you, including yourself. I'm kind of concerned if my poems resonate with you too much. I'm not mentally healthy.
You're a lot more now, though. Like a lot more.
Yeah, I guess so, sometimes. But that's in part because of nice people like you who help me see my strength. So, thank you. Yuri, I'm impressed by how many books you've read. You get to explore all these amazing worlds, and your poems paint such beautiful pictures. Also, despite your introversion, you're very people smart and perceptive to the needs of your friends. It's a blessing to see someone like you in the club.
I know that at times I may be perceived as people smart, but truly I am but an observer. I see what other people do, and what may bring them success, and then I am inclined to do the same, you know. As for books, indeed, the worlds within them are also very lovely, so very many lovely images and places, such is why I try to make my poems into places that you can visit. I'm glad that you have enjoyed your visit, or visits, to my worlds.
Natsuki, I bowed down to the meme lord. I am not worthy. You had a unique spice to the literature club with your wit and energy. It shows very nicely in your poems too. And god dang, I'm craving so bad for literally every recipe or treat you share with the club. If it's not too difficult, can I request that you bake the cat cupcakes from the base game again in the future club meeting? I'd love to see it. And virtually eat some myself, lol. Keeping the club giga chat that you are.
Yeah, that's right, you better bow down. I am the spice. And the spice must flow. And sure, I can make those cat cupcakes again if you want. Really, they're not that interesting. They're just normal cupcakes with like some fucking toppings on them in the shape of cat stuff. But I'll make them.
MC, we kinda used to be one person, so I feel like I have this kinship with you, lol. That being said, I'm happy to see you grow as a club member and as a person, and I think your poems are amazing and uniquely you. Enrich yourself with all the anime and manga and games that you love, my dude. You deserve great things, especially Sayori. The Dune reference? No references here. Natsuki would never make any references. She's not a reference kind of person, alright? Totally not.
Oh hey, this one's mine. Yeah, thanks. It was cool being with you, kind of. Or for you to be me, whichever it was. But yeah, thanks. Sometimes I think like, no way do I deserve all this stuff. Especially Sayori. She's way too good for me. She's so nice, you guys, you don't understand.
Nah man, they understand, they totally understand.
Why are you crying, MC?
I don't know, because you're so nice.
Ah. Always keep safe. Always keep safe, best girls and boy. I can't pick best girl/boy. I love you all so much. I'm rooting for each and every one of you. Love from this reality, Nyx. Thank you for that lovely email, Nyx. And thank you for joining the Discord. If anyone ever wants to join it, just email me.
At lit.club.press.monica@gmail.com.
Yes, that. Hello, Monica. Since you subscribe to the philosophy of utilitarianism, I have a piece of literature I want you to check out. It's a short story called The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas. I think you'll find it an interesting read, and I'd be curious to hear your thoughts about it. You shouldn't have any trouble finding it. As a follow-up question, for once you've read it, if you were a citizen of Omelas, would you stay or be one of those who leave? And what would your reasoning be either way? Holly. Yes, so for those who don't know, it's a story about a very prosperous utopian society where everyone is happy, or almost everyone, but it's built on the horrible involuntary suffering of a few people who cannot escape, suffice to say. And so some people, when they learn of this, do not want their happiness to come at someone else's expense and leave. And some stay. My answer would be, not only would I stay, I would be willing to be one of those who suffer for the benefit of others. If it was necessary for everyone else's happiness, that's what my philosophy demands. I think that about covers it. Alright, well, I don't think I could do that. Like, honestly, I want other people to be happy, sure, but I don't think I could voluntarily subject myself to suffering for that. Because I am a very, very weak person. Let's see the next one. Hey, Lit Club, Josh here. First question is for MC. Even though you may not be into it, have you ever watched true crime shows with any of the girls? And if so, who did you watch it with, and how did it make you feel watching it with them? If not, who would you most likely watch true crime with, and who do you think would cause the most alarm to watch true crime with? Miss Ida can be an answer if you feel like a neutral slash non-judgmental option. Also, a question for Natsuki. Well, less question and more of a statement. You are a strong, confident, and absolutely fucking terrifying girl. Please don't kill me. And the best baker I can think of, please, Duff Goldman is best baker. Sorry, no one can top Duff. Sincerely, Joshua. P.S. Could you send me an easy recipe for chocolate chip and blueberry pancake, please? I would really like a pancake recipe from Hydrodynamic Short Stack Gal Pal. Well, I guess hydrodynamic is one way to put it. I am fully aware of that. And I guess that, yeah, that does describe Natsuki. 2 questions here. One for MC and one for Natsuki. Starting with MC.
I'm not really into true crime. Kinda bums me out. If I was gonna, probably watch it with Sayori, I guess she'd also be the most alarmed by it.
No way, I like true crime. It's really interesting. I guess I just have a weird fascination with seeing horrible crimes. Chop, 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 chop.
Yeah, for some reason a lot of girls like true crime, myself included. I don't know, Matt, it's like we could be chopped up, you know? Because we're vulnerable, like, in society. But so, I don't know, watching it happen gives me a sense of, like, having control over it a little somehow. Like, man, at least I'm not getting chopped up. And here are some hot tips to spot a dude who might want to chop, you know?
Chop, 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 chop.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
I don't really have this fascination. Hydrodynamic short stack gal pal is quite the descriptor. I guess it is. Definitely. Good way to describe Natsuki. We all agree. Everyone agrees. I'm not really adverse to it. I'll watch a true crime show if it's on, but I guess I don't really have the interest in it that Natsuki and Sayori do.
Possibly because you've never really felt threatened in this way as a strong woman, now with control of the universe.
Possibly.
I'm definitely interested in true crime. I watch shows of it now and again. I think it's interesting. I never thought about it before, but I think Natsuki's theory might be right. I do not watch true crime shows at all, mostly because I do not watch television. But even if I did, as with MC's point of view, such things sadden me. Nor do I feel the strange compulsion towards it, which the others do, which is perhaps odd since normally I am the one who is drawn to the macabre. Very interesting.
The part is for you, Natsuki.
Yes, stay terrified, man. I am a terror, a night terror. I will come for you in the night. When you least expect it. I don't know who the fuck Duff Goldman is, but I will outbake him. I will outbake him to the max. Until his baking ego is a delicious, crispy golden brown. I'm just gonna ignore that you called me hydrodynamic. Don't think I don't know what that means. And I will ignore that you called me a short stack. What was the point of this again?
He wanted a blueberry and chocolate chip pancake recipe.
Oh, then that's easy. You just, like, make regular pancakes. And, like, throw in blueberries and chocolate chips near the end in the batter. Easy.
It doesn't seem very helpful, but it's probably the best you're going to get, Josh. We have time for one more. Don't want this whole party to be emails. Oh yeah, I have a few questions. Feel free to skip over it if you've answered any of these before. Miss Ida, have you ever participated or won any science fairs when you were younger? Monica, is the debate club still up and running? If so, have you ever visited it since you left? MC, are the nightmares still a problem for you? And lastly, anyone can answer, lol. Is it possible to code something alive in your reality? Bingo. Also, PS, not to be included in the email, is there a Discord for the club meetings? Well, there is a Discord, and so much for that not being included in the email. Not to be included in the email. Gets included in the email. Perfect. Miss Ina?
Yes, I was in 2 science fairs and I won one of them. The one I did not win was a method of trying to generate energy with waves. I didn't generate much. But the other one was a very well received project about growing plants under artificial higher gravity conditions. I spun up plants in a centrifuge, made a motor and some soda cans tilted sideways. And then I compared the results to some similarly situated plants under normal gravity as a control. There were very interesting results as to yield in plant health.
Yes, the debate club is still going. I see people from it now and again. I've never really gone back there though. Have never really had a desire to do so. Jumping ahead to your last question, Bingo, it is possible to code in living things. It's just very complicated. Even non-living things are very complicated. So you can imagine how complicated living things would be. Well, that was a voice crack. Sorry about that. By the way, I guess I want to ask a question. Since I never really have like a solid stop time for the whole, Code-chan thing, I kind of want to ask, should we do it until we pass the 1 hour mark? Or should we do it until we get into the final episode? I don't know which will happen sooner. Either way, you decide, and whichever we go for, we go for. If you say 1 hour mark and the episode goes on after that, you miss out on more Code-chan. But if you say until the end of the episode, but we get to the end in like 2 minutes, then you also miss out on more Code-chan. I give you the choice now. Make your choice, and I'll adhere to that. Also, thanks for the hydrate. Well, there we go. By 1 hour mark, I guess that's what we're going for then. Maybe a little bit over, we'll see how it goes. Like if we reach the 1 hour mark and there's only a little bit left to the episode, we'll keep going past that, episode end. Or maybe I will just go with whatever works longer. Maybe I will just go with whatever is longer. Because again, this redeem doesn't get redeemed a lot. So I guess I'll just... You know what? I'll do you that favor. I'll go with whichever one is longer. If we hit the 1 hour mark and we're still in the episode, we'll keep going until the end of the episode before I switch off of the Code-chan thing. Back to regular. And if the episode ends, but we're not at the 1 hour mark yet, I'll keep going until then. So you can imagine how complicated living things would be. You see?
I wanna talk about nightmares.
Hey, that's alright, you don't have to. Sorry, Bingo, another time maybe. But it sounds like yes is the answer. I sent you your Discord invite though. Anyway, that's all the emails. What do you guys want to do now?
Drinking game.
Yes?
Drinking game!
Drinking game, woo!
And that's when it all is gonna go down. Downtown.
Natsuki, how do you get so funny?
It's like a gift. You just gotta be born with it. You can't just change into it, man. You can't become it.
That reminds me, there is a thing I must look into without delay. I will return in a while.
Man, where's she gonna go off to?
Don't worry, she'll be back. She loves you.
Yeah, she's so in love with you. She likes that you're courageous and tough and you have all your rough stuff. You know what I mean. But she loves you. Like so much. I've seen it.
So much. You know she loves you. You know it.
Yeah, she does.
Yep. You gotta be naturally hilarious, I guess.
Hold on a second. Not quite ready. There we go. Sorry, I'm still rather intoxicated, but goodness, due to MC's wonderful mod and then us answering emails, I completely forgot to provide you with my curated experience.
Right, I guess she did kind of forget about that, but why are you... You're not gonna give me the curated experience of what the others are doing while you retreat to the space classroom, are you? Because that's kind of... dumb.
But I have several new ideas that I wanted to share with you.
Alright, not a good idea. Someone who has absolute control over everything going on in the world, testing out some new ideas while completely drunk. I don't see this going well. At all. I feel like that should... Broke Miss Ida's first rule for allowing alcohol. Well, she has retreated from supervision, so... she's not within Miss Ida's realm of, you know... within her area of control anymore, so it's fine. But yeah, she did say that they would have to ask her if they want to go. But it's not like she went home or anything, she just went to the space classroom.
For next time, perhaps. For instance, I have created a system in which you can create a text file. And in this text file you can type all manner of things, like questions or comments or other things you want to tell us, and then I have written a parser which will essentially translate the text file into understandable queries perceivable by the club president, in this case me, and then we'll be able to link our worlds closer information-wise than we ever have previously.
Well, this is definitely worrying. Because I feel like she's experimenting a little too much right now, especially considering she's drunk. I don't know how much of this she wrote when she was sober, but I feel like she definitely shouldn't test it out for the first time while drunk.
Doesn't that sound exciting? No more using clunky email. You'll be able to interact with us directly if this works. Here, let me show you something interesting.
Well, I'm gonna save. I don't trust it. And it's not just an I don't trust it, I feel like neither should you. Because, obviously.
It doesn't quite work yet, but it should intrigue you. Hold on. Wait, not there. Actually, hold on a bit. Go log in on the party or something to occupy yourself. I'm not quite ready.
What? Back to the party.
Be sure to bring everyone new drinks, you guys.
Hey, Monica, what do you want? I don't know, maybe blend some different juices or something? Surprise me. Okay! Just, don't surprise them with alcohol, because that would defeat the whole purpose. So very well or very badly, yep. Agreed. Especially because the game is already kind of glitching out, generating, messy choice boxes, and, the whole transfer of club president not working. Feels weird. Monica's drink! Maybe some pineapple juice, and some orange juices, and a little bit of lemon juice. Juice cocktail.
Here, Sayori, pass that over here. I'll bring it to her. Plus, I wanna add an ingredient.
What ingredient? You better ruin my flavor profile.
I won't. Here you go, take yours and MC's, and I'll bring Monica's in a sec.
Natsuki, please tell me you're not adding any alcohol to that, just because you're drunk and you can't tell that that's a bad idea. Because Monica that deliberately is choosing not to drink alcohol. You'd better not mess this up. Okay. Natsuki adds a strong dose of 151 proof rum into Monica's drink. Why did I kind of see that coming? I mean, I know she's drunk. I know she's drunk right now and she doesn't probably know any better because brain functions are ceasing. But I know she thinks she's being funny right now, but once she's sober, she'll realize just how bad of an idea this was. Hey, coming, Natsuki!
Yeah, be right there.
Okay, here's MC's Manhattan. I tried to follow the recipe. It's an especially bad idea because not only is she, spiking the drink, despite Monica being a clear anti-alcoholic, but Monica needs to drive. Monica is driving after this. You're spiking the drink of your driver. Like, you're not doing yourself any favors here either.
Tastes great, Bon.
And what's this?
This is just Monica's surprise juice cocktail.
This tastes a little odd.
It's a blend of a bunch of different fruit juices. Does it suck?
No, it's fine, just a novel taste, I guess.
Cool.
Later.
Oh my god, and so then what happened?
Well, Monica looks a little bit uncomfortable. Also, your cheeks are a little bit red. Yep, I can definitely tell that this is not going well.
Well, he said that was just the kind of thing his mom does.
Holy shit, seriously?
Seriously?
That's silly. It's so silly. But at least it's nothing really bad.
Yeah, that's true. What do you think, Monica?
I'm not sure what to think. It's difficult. It's difficult for me to think clearly right now. Well, and that's your first sign that your drink was spiked. If it's difficult for you to think clearly, but you don't think like there was anything going on, then yeah. Mistakes have been made.
Monica, are you feeling alright?
I'm not sure. It's like I have to focus very hard on what I'm saying. Well, and look who is all of a sudden a little bit nervous. It looks like a certain short stack is looking very, very nervous right about now. I wonder why. I think maybe I'm feeling a little sick. Just a moment. Yes, I think maybe I'm just a little ill. I'm going home.
Whoa, hang on. You don't really need to, go, do you? You can't just, stay here and rest at Miss Ida's house? Until you feel better?
You're welcome to stay if you need to, Monica. You know I planned on accommodating anyone who needed to stay overnight.
If someone would give me alcohol and I would accidentally drink it, I would beat them up afterward. Yeah. You know, I am not one to condone violence normally. Especially not against Natsuki, because everyone knows that she's best girl. But I couldn't blame anyone for beating her up over this.
Although I didn't expect it would be because you feel sick.
No, that's alright. I just need to go home, I think, and rest. You guys keep having fun. I will be alright. Well, Natsuki, you better tell her why she can't go home now, because if you don't tell her, what if she gets pulled over? What are you gonna do then? Again, exactly, she needs to drive. I'll drive home and sleep, but thank you, Miss Ida. I'll see you all later, and...
Monica, wait. I might have put some alcohol in your drink.
Well, Natsuki, I can just say that right now you're lucky that Monica doesn't have, club president powers. Because she is drunk, which means she can make very bad decisions very easily right now. And if she had her club presidency powers, she could delete you. I feel like she wouldn't do that, but it's, bad decisions have been made. Yeah, at least she was honest. But only because, Monica was about to commit to drive drunk, and that is not nice. So, at least she came out and said it there. Yep, I 100% agree. As much as I think Natsuki is a great character, this is just absolutely awful. And I think everyone will agree that it's awful. You... what? Alcohol?
Yeah? You probably shouldn't drive because you might be drunk. Because of the alcohol, yeah.
You know what? Never mind. What? Oh god, she was actually trying to bring up the console there, wasn't she? She actually was about to bring up the console there, wasn't she? But then realized she can't do that right now. I mean, I said earlier, okay, I feel like she wouldn't have deleted Natsuki. I feel like she wouldn't have done that, but just the fact that she felt like bringing out the console over this, well, maybe it was just to send herself home, okay? Let's not say anything bad, maybe she just wanted to bring out the console to teleport herself back home. That could also be a possibility, but... yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe she'll say it in a second. I got the ratio back to Genshin. Yep, you go back to Genshin. The superior game. Huh? Why isn't it working?
Wait a second. You were just trying to use the console, huh?
Yes, I couldn't though, because I'm not the president.
Yeah, but like, what the fuck, Monica? You're mad I spiked your drink, sure, but you tried to delete me?
Well, I just said she probably didn't try to delete her. I think she was just trying to send her home. But I can totally understand that reaction because I also had that thought process in my mind. Also, she is drunk right now, so bad decisions. And I am not sure if this is gonna be good because I feel like this argument is about to escalate.
What the fuck?
I was not trying to delete you, you horrible creature. I just wanted to send myself home safely. After one of my best friends did something she knows I'm terrified of. I cannot believe you did this to me.
Hey, just calm down. I didn't.
I'm not going to calm down. My mind, I don't like this.
I'll get you home, Monica. The rest of you don't have anything else to drink and do not leave this house until I get back. It should only be a little while. And Natsuki, you and I will talk about this later. Come on, Monica, this way.
That was kind of messed up, Natsuki. I thought I would loosen her up. Might be good for her to get a little wild, you know? I don't see why she has to be all uptight about it. And then, like, of course I was gonna assume she was doing something weird with the console. She's Monica.
Well, I can at the very least say that I'm not quite as much of a fan of drunk Natsuki, because she seems like bad decisions galore. And bad opinions too, apparently. Because I feel like Monica has made it pretty clear that she's not the same person she was back then. But here we go. Natsuki assuming the deletion. And then just saying, yeah, of course anyone would think that. Drunk Natsuki's a bit of... yeah, she is. She is.
It doesn't matter why she's uptight. If she is, you can't just make her not be. By doing something she doesn't want just because you thought it would be cool. Everyone here has weird stuff they don't like. And everyone here is cool because they respect everybody else's weird feelings like that. I think I'm just gonna get my stuff together. And be ready to head out once Miss Ida gets back. You're not mad at me too, are you, Sayo?
No, I'm not mad. And now she's gonna hit her with the just disappointed, right? I'm not mad, just disappointed. I guess not.
Man. Hey, Yuri, what are you... Yuri? Where'd she go?
Natsuki gets out her phone.
Babe? You there? Kinda need you right now. You okay?
And I guess now we're going back to Yuri and see what she's up to. But yeah, very disappointed.
You okay?
What is that file? Oh, you're back. I hope all is well back at the party. Listen, we're rapidly running out of time, and I still haven't found the stuff I need to preview what I want to do next week, but don't worry about it. Not now, my silly beloved. She's always texting. But anyway, like I said, don't worry.
Well, I mean, you kind of might have to worry about what's going on at the party, because shit just went and hit the fan, you know? Yeah, I know. Genshin could never, well, that is still... I still prefer Genshin because I am, you know, in for the long run. It just hit the fan so hard that the fan broke. Yeah, that is what happened.
But anyway, like I said, don't worry. I just need a little bit of time to get everything together. Next week should be even more fun for you. Stay safe until I see you next, alright? Until then...
This is not how we end the episode, is it? Okay, nope, we're getting to more Monica and her existential crisis over being drunk. Which is totally understandable, because I don't even want to imagine what I would be like if I got drunk, especially against my will, which is the only way I would ever get drunk, is against my will. So yeah, I would probably be freaking out too. No, make it stop. Please make it stop.
You're alright, Monica, it'll pass in just a little while.
I don't know who I am. None of this makes sense. Let me out of here.
Monica, you're not going to get out of the car. Just breathe, you're alright.
I don't feel alright. That's all for now. Be sure to email your questions for the club to lit.club.president@gmail.com. All the new backgrounds from this episode are from Nickel. It's very likely that episode 36 will suffer a little bit of a delay, but we shouldn't make you wait for that long. Well, that episode is one we're starting right now, today. Thank you for your patience and for playing club meetings. See you next time. Well, and while we're on the menu, I'm gonna take a quick step out of here.
Wow, I'm up here now. I'm covering the entire text with my massive face. I should move back down, shouldn't I? There. That seems like a better spot to be. The gamer is back! Hey. I thought you liked it when I turned into... Yeah, but okay. Hey, why is it that I am so much more appealing when I am female? Female. Are the females that much more appealing to people? I mean, I guess so. Yes, of course. I should have known. Monica, I will now start a war. Ah, yes. Oh my god, you did start a war. What is that emote? No, Rob, get rid of it. Burn it. 50% of my messages? I don't know. Also, could you like Genshin more, but you gotta agree that the devs are just... Yeah, I know. There's some bad stuff going on. Code female gives you more chatters. I guess it does. Just because... Hey. We like being silly. Code-chan is... I mean, Code-chan is a rare occurrence, okay? You're getting her occasionally. But there are other rare occurrences here too, as you know. But yeah. Oh god, there it is.
Hey, I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance.
Of course.
Waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is sorry. My neighbor and good friend said
While we're hearing the sorry stuff, I'm just gonna go ahead and go into the next episode. The final episode of the season.
But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. But Star.
Natsuki has a bad day as graduation looms. Information I've gotten drunk by throwing up 2 occasions. Both of them people were pushing more drinks into my hand before I was ready. Drink if you want, but know your limits and pay. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not of the people who want to drink, though. I would never. Alright, final episode. Let's see how far we can get. And then next week, we'll finish the episodes. Can you get someone to help? I'm a bit stuck. Is that Yuri? Oh, and we're starting, of course, immediately with the friend amalgam. Alright.
I don't know. It's the day before graduation. She better be back tomorrow. Hey, Sayori.
Hey, just washing my hands. I'll be out here in a sec.
Hey, it's fine. It's not really doing anything interesting anyway.
Is Natsuki not here today?
I was gonna ask you if you knew where she was. She hasn't been here all day. That bitch better not graduate without saying goodbye properly. Oh, sorry about the language, I guess.
No, it's fine. I spent a lot of time with Natsuki after all. Bye, guys.
Seriously, she better not graduate without talking to us. I'll be so fucking pissed. Well, she's always kind of done her own thing. Yeah, but still once graduation happens. You guys decide on your colleges, by the way? Yeah, I'm going to the feeder college. Less disruptive. I'm going to that art school across the country. It's not that big a deal for me to move a long distance anyway. You guys are basically the only people I have here. Ah, Masky better come and say bye to you. I'll punch her in the gut for once if she doesn't. Where is she?
Well, I guess we'll find out soon. Pretty long episodes. You probably won't get through it. Of course I won't. I had a feeling that the final episode would take 2 streams, which is why I think that it's great that we have only needed 1 more hour to finish the previous episode. I believe 5 hours should probably be enough time for this episode. 2 hours today, 3 hours next week, and if we need a bit more time, that's totally fine because I can stream longer if necessary, as always. And it doesn't taste drinkable, I will puke before I get drunk, which is also fair. 7 years to I have to find my limit. My golden rule was never get plastered somewhere else. Yep. Save company, that is the best rule. I can't have my own bathroom. Fair. Hi, MC. Oh, hey. Sorry, but I'm over here.
Sorry I couldn't find you. Someone took our spot.
I saw. How are you today, Sunlight?
Oh, I'm fine, I guess.
Big day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Is everything alright? You seem a little zoned out.
Oh yeah, I just expected to see Natsuki in here.
Yeah, she usually grabs her lunch from here, right?
Yeah. She's been acting kind of weird today, though.
What do you mean?
Well, I didn't see her for most of the day. She wasn't out front in the morning like she usually is. And then later I checked in her bathroom while I happened to be there.
Her bathroom? Yes, her bathroom. The one that belongs to her and her friend group and no one else. Rob, open another DDLC mod, but do it some other way.
Yeah, you know the one she hangs out with her other friends in? But she wasn't there either. And none of her other friends knew where she was.
Maybe she's homesick or something? Or maybe she's still kind of hiding ever since the thing with Monica at the party.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first. And honestly, I think she does need to live with that. That was mean. But anyway, no, it turns out she is here. But I think she's just hiding and not going to class.
That's concerning. Where do you see her?
Well, last period, the teacher had me go get something from the hallway where the club is. And I went by the staircase around the corner from here, and she was just kind of sitting on it. I don't think she noticed me walking by.
I mean, I guess it makes sense that you can skip class today of all days, but I hope she's alright.
Me too, but what she did to Monica was really mean. She needs to apologize and make things right with them. And instead she's being all mopey.
I think I'm going to go talk to her.
What? Why?
While she's obviously hurting, someone ought to talk to her.
Oh, great.
Is this their first real fight as a couple? I don't remember if they have really fought since they became a couple officially. Have they? I don't remember. Could be. Definitely not a lot. But now they're getting into the good old fight. But, okay. Why is Sayori so upset this time?
So Natsuki does something awful and her reward is a bunch of time with my boyfriend.
Not at all, really. Oh, here we go, it's time. And yes, of course. What a great reward, by the way. It's amazing.
I guess I should do something terrible to get some attention from you.
That's not fair. I spent lots of time with you. And Natsuki is my friend. Even though my relationship with you is most important to me, that doesn't mean I shouldn't value anyone else.
But what she did was wrong. I don't get this. Why did she get all this consideration when she was the one who did the bad thing?
If someone does something wrong, that doesn't mean you just abandon them. Even if this is really just you being jealous, then I get that. But you can't just shun someone forever because they made a mistake.
She hasn't done anything to fix her mistake yet, or acknowledge it. She needs to do that before anyone should be all nice with her.
And what if she needs help to get to that point, huh? You of all people should know how important it is to stick by someone no matter what.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing bad about you. Look, Sayori,
Forget it. Go do whatever you're going to do.
Well, what a way to start the final episode, am I right? Ria! There she is! So sad I couldn't see you at the party.
Really, that many people?
Yes. And I think I can get maybe 4 or 5 people to help with it even before then.
Friends of yours?
Things are indeed heating up. Ooh, I wonder how this will turn out. I mean, it's the final episode of the season. There better be a good ending.
Sort of. I mean, I hope they will be. But mostly, I just hope they decide to join the club.
Oh? Oh? Ria recruiting new members for the literature club? Look at her go! She's doing so well already. But I mean, it's fair, if the rest of the club is graduating, then she would be the only member left. So of course she has to find new recruits. Otherwise it'd be a very sad existence. And I don't think the club could function very well with just one member. Ah.
We're raising that face there. No one wants to join a club with only 1 or 2 members.
Well, I'm impressed. That's a very well thought out plan. I think the literature club will be just fine once you're in charge.
Yeah, I hope so.
But even more impressive to me is that you've been talking to and working with so many new people.
Yeah.
She's getting more confident. Look at her. She's doing very great. She is. She's doing amazing.
The club has really helped. Everyone's been so nice. It's made me realize that I don't really have as much to be afraid of as I thought.
Really, you were afraid?
Oh yeah, big time. I used to worry all the time about what would happen if I talked to people. I construct these elaborate scenarios in my head. Like maybe they'd shame me for trying to talk to them. And then they'd go and warn everyone to stay away from me, or something like that. Something like that would kick in almost any time I tried to socialize with anyone.
That's some pretty heavy-duty social anxiety, Ria. You've been my advisory student for a while now. Why only mention it now?
Oh, well, you know, you're supposed to be my academic advisor. It seemed like my nervousness didn't have anything to do with it. Plus, it would be hard to tell you because of it.
I guess that makes sense. But what I'm even more surprised by is you suddenly turning it around like this. Usually people with that kind of anxiety take a long time to get it under control. But with you, it's like a light has gone on or something. Suddenly, it's like you don't have any anxiety at all.
Yeah, I don't think I do. All this time I've really been wanting to talk to people and have fun, but being scared stopped me. I still wanted to though, so it just built up like a dam or something. But then when I talked to the literature club, it made me realize that none of my fears were real. None of the terrible things happened that I was worrying might happen. And then I realized, oh, I can just go talk to people like normal.
Man, when's that supposed to kick in for me, talking to people like normal? I'm waiting for that day to come. Anyway, what?
Sir, I don't really feel afraid at all anymore. In fact, I need to make up for years of not talking to people.
What's normal? You know what? Also a very good question.
I wasted so much time being scared. So now I'm going to have to make lots of friends all at once to make up for it.
Ah, yes. Ria's goal of making 100 friends. It's gonna be the new anime. She's the new Komi, making 100 friends, except she can now communicate. Yeah. Setting on a washing machine. Ah, yes. So that's what I've been missing. The true secret of being able to talk to people normally is to understand the secret of the washing machines. How could I not understand this up until now? So I did.
Well, good for you, Ria. Very good. Just two things. First of all, you can talk to me about anything, okay? It doesn't have to be academics. If you feel bad or afraid of something or hurting, you can always talk to me about it, no matter what it is.
Got it.
The other thing is this. You've made very good progress on yourself, and that's great, you should be very proud, but sometimes when people overcome a problem like this, they have a tendency to swing too far in the other direction. You're doing fantastically, and I think it's really great you're interacting with people fearlessly. Just remember that there are people in the world that might hurt you, try to use you, or be mean to you. And while it's not a good idea to just hide from everyone because of that, you should still be careful sometimes. Sorry, I really didn't mean to want to scare you or anything. You really should just keep doing what you're doing. Just don't get so caught up in finally mixing with other people that you forget to keep yourself safe.
I think I understand, and I will. Just to make sure I understand, you're saying, don't get so friendly that I forget you shouldn't be friendly with everyone.
Well, you can still be friendly with everyone. Just remember to keep your guard up when it's appropriate, even while you're being friendly.
I will. I just also want to enjoy having people around.
Yes. Wonder if Monica's coded away Ria's shyness or something. Except she's not president right now. She is not president. Yuri is president. And Yuri was drunk. Yuri is president and she was drunk. So maybe she did something that she thought, hey, maybe I could go around helping some people now. But I don't know. It seems like she was very busy with that whole other thing that we're supposed to be seeing this episode. So I don't think she went around randomly helping people like that. Here's to her phone call anxiety since my parents won't call for that's not bad. Oh, phone don't actually exist, it works wonders. Yeah, fuck, phone calls love me. I am still in the position where I am, in fact, not comfortable calling people. Anyone, even when it comes to making an appointment. Whenever I have to make an appointment or anything, I just stare at the phone for like a solid minute at least, before finally just pressing the button to call, and then hoping secretly that whoever's on the other end doesn't pick up. I am still in that anxiety state. I mean, I can make the calls, it's just, I'd rather not. I'd really rather not. They don't care. They want you to call it back. Still, I don't know. I know it doesn't make sense. I know phone anxiety. I know phone anxiety doesn't make sense. I know it. I know that perfectly well. But tell that to my brain.
I just also want to enjoy having people around.
As well you should, and it sounds like you're doing a great job of it. And benefiting the literature club while you're doing it. The existing members were really worried about whether the club could continue when they graduate, but it sounds like everything will be just fine.
Well, I'm definitely gonna try to keep it going, and I think I can.
That's the spirit. I'll be there too to help you. It's gonna be a fun time, I think.
I think so too. Thanks for always helping me, Miss Ina.
It's my job, but I do it anyway. You're very deserving of the help.
The phone don't exist, it's all a simulation. I guess it is. These are frequently irrational. I still just as valid. I do want to punch my irrational emotions in the face. Also, there's Natsuki. There's our troublemaker. Natsuki is still sitting on the stairs. Natsuki, you around here? Oh, there you are. Channel my super extroverted friend's energy and be extra customer service. Nice. Maybe that would be the thing. Just go into customer service mode or something. Natsuki does not raise her head. Bad few days, huh? Yeah, well, when you're sitting like that, make sure to do some circles with your head every half hour or so. I get the worst neck aches otherwise from burying my head between my knees. Otherwise. Alright, I know this is a speaking line, so MC might have misspoken here and just said otherwise a second time for the sake of it. So yeah, I can overlook him saying otherwise twice here. I get the worst neck aches otherwise from burying my head between my knees otherwise. See, what the heck? But seriously, bad few days. Otherwise...
Yeah, obviously.
Talk to Monica yet?
Nah.
Why not?
I don't really want to say.
Well, that's okay. What have you been doing the past couple days anyway? Did you get in any trouble?
Yeah?
Like with your parents?
No, I managed to avoid that.
But what?
Guess I might as well tell you the whole deal.
Flashback time a few days previously. Right. Messina did say she would talk to her about that. And confront her.
Just incredibly irresponsible. I'm glad you had the courage to fess up when it looked like Monica was actually going to drive. But that never should have happened in the first place.
I know.
Then, once again, why did you do it?
Man, I don't know.
In her defense, which there isn't a lot you can say in her defense here because what she did was horrible, but in her defense, she was drunk. Like, super drunk, she was slurring her words and everything. So, obviously she wouldn't make the best decisions. But that is the only one thing defending her here. Still, bad thing she did. And if I was forced to drink alcohol against my will, I also would go off on the person in question. And if someone I knew was forced to drink alcohol against their will, I would also go off against the person in question. I dreamed out.
Yeah. At the time, I just thought, Monica's being super uptight. I should just show her that it's not a big deal. But then I realized that was stupid, especially later that night.
After you sobered up?
Yeah? Are you going to tell my dad about this? I really don't want you to tell my dad about this.
Natsuki, you need to be held accountable for this, and externally by someone else close to you. I know that you're holding yourself accountable already. I can see that you're not happy with yourself, and that's to your credit, but someone else close to you who has a more objective perspective on you needs to know. So...
Wait, no? No.
And there's Fuyuki, also giving her shit, which is also understandable. Right, I need to find out what her voice was again. I think it was like a little bit higher pitched than Natsuki.
Like, I went to this voice, and then I went, like, into this territory with it. Like that, oh my god, territory. I honestly cannot believe my sister would do this. Of all the people who ought to appreciate how important personal boundaries are. I know. No, clearly you don't know, or you would have done it.
Yeah, no, that I don't even hit. I'm not even hitting the right tone considering what conversation this is. She doesn't sound pissed enough. I need to get on that.
I was drunk. That does not matter.
Like their voices are pretty similar. If I try to make her sound more mean, if I try to make her sound more angry, it slips back into the Natsuki voice, I think.
If you think you can get out of doing any shit-headed thing by saying you were drunk, you've got a hard fucking life ahead. You cannot be doing this shit. I know. What even made this occur to you? Even drunkenly, how could you possibly even think of this as an idea? Let alone as a good idea? Monica's always so uptightly put together. And the alcohol was fun, we were all having a good time, you know? And I thought to myself, shit, she's so uptight. If she just try it, she'd have a lot more fun. And then I just had her drink right there and I just did it. It was really fucking stupid, I know. Yes, it was. And unless you're really lucky, you're going to have to work really hard if you ever want that girl's trust again.
Yep. People have really been letting you have it, huh? Those lifeless eyes. Well, I heard that she's getting new sprites. So I heard. I believe.
Yeah? You come to give me more of the same? I deserve it, honestly.
No, I told you everything I wanted to tell you about it already at the party. That was messed up. I'm really sad for Monica, and yeah, kinda mad at you for it.
Yeah? I'm sorry.
I'm not the one you need to apologize to.
I'm really... It's hard, okay? I don't want to be a person who would do that kind of thing.
Well, but you are the person who did that kind of thing.
That was awful, and I don't know.
Look. I can't have a huge long talk with you about it. I don't want to be mad at you. You're my friend. I also can't act like nothing happened. Also, MC, why did you go directly behind her for this? Guess that's a hug? Might be. Maybe it's supposed to be a hug. Feels a little bit weird. I like MC, what are you doing back there? Sneaking up, scare her. But I also can't act like nothing happened. And I also can't be the main person you lean on here. I'm already in enough trouble with Sayori over talking to you this much.
Fuck, I'm sorry, man. She's really mad, huh?
Yep.
Well, you should get out of here then. Don't fuck things up between you and Sayori because of me. I'm the one who should suffer here, not you. But thanks for coming to talk to me even a little.
Hey, if you want to thank me, I don't like things being messed up this way. It sucks for everyone, especially when graduation is tomorrow. That should be a happy time for everyone, including you. If you want to thank me, make it right. See, instant transmission, nothing personal, kid pushes downstairs. Yup. Yeah, I am mad at you. Nothing personal. And then she died. He pushes her down the stairs and she breaks her neck while falling down. And then we're back in original DDLC territory of the neck snap. The callbacks, ladies and gentlemen. It should have happened. But then it didn't happen. Oof. Ah. And then we haven't even seen Yuri in this episode yet. I'm sure we will later. Because Yuri's probably still busy on working on whatever thing she's currently working on. Like that thing about the text window and everything.
But it's so hard, MC. I'm so ashamed. I don't feel like I even have the right to show my face to her. What am I going to do?
You need to figure it out.
And these forms are pretty simple, as you can see.
So yeah, Monica transforms in the game into just Monica. She's like, oh my god, everything is out of control. This was a mistake all along. I should have known. Bringing everyone back was a mistake. I should have left everything deleted. Let me do that again. The realization when it hits. Everything was better when it was deleted.
Yeah, just don't look too hard. The thing you need to look out for is them wanting to move you around. Obviously, you and any new club members won't have any particular attachments to the club room, but if you let them, they'll put you in the worst place you can find. You'll have to learn to push back on them a little bit. Or if you're not comfortable with that, get a club member who is good at putting pressure on them. Thanks, Monica-senpai. I think I have a pretty good plan for dealing with this space issue, though. Oh, do tell. So the general rule is that they try not to move around anyone unless it's an inefficient space usage. And the reason they want to move our club is that it's not that many people using a whole classroom. So my class should just get up to maybe 12 or 15 members at least.
Big literature club. Let's see how that's gonna work out. Brain to think, Natsuki. Think, Natsuki, think. Honestly, if you want to patch things up, now is the time. Just barge in on their conversation. Bring the mood down by bringing up the topic, but, you know, it has to be brought up at some point.
And they won't be able to say anything. Well, that would definitely work, but it might be hard to get that many new members. I'm already up to 9 total that are going to start for the next year. When we get a chance to do the club fair and stuff, I'm hoping we can get up to at least the members we need.
Well, Monica's impressed. Monica's been trying to get new members for how long? And Ria has been in the club for like, what, 2 weeks? And she's already like, I have 9 more people lined up who are willing to join. 9 more people in like 2 weeks. Eat your heart out, Monica. You could never.
That's impressive for you, well done. Yeah. I'm not really sure why so many people are joining. Some people I don't even know. Well, whatever the reason, it seems like you've got things well in hand without me helping you. No way, your help has always been really valuable.
Ria club member speedrun. Alright, let's be honest, chat. Who here would join the club? Who here would join the club run by Ria? Like, none of the other club members are there anymore, okay? The entire rest of the literature club is graduating. Like, we're talking about the only club member we know will be Ria. Who would join? I would. I think I would. Absolutely. I think it'd still be fun. Very fun, even without the original club members.
Your help's been really valuable. Thank you so much for starting the literature club. I think it's a really neat place to make friends. I'm glad you want to keep it that way. Yeah.
Alright. Would care about the club? I think it would still be fun. Come on, you gotta give it a shot. Then again, if it really is turning into a bigger club with more members, then it'll feel less personal. I mean, I do like the fact that, like, when it was just the 5 members, actually, yeah, the 4 girls and MC, it was a nice small club where everyone knew each other and it felt very personal. If the club, like, grows too much, then there won't be that direct personal connection between all the members anymore, I feel like. So that is definitely the main downside. Anime club? No, not even the made for girls. Yeah, there is an anime club. That was mentioned, like, before MC joined the literature club, when Sayori invited him. He said, yeah, I'm going to the anime club. I'll just have to place to read books anytime I want and talk about them. There we go. That's definitely a big positive about it. I would read manga. I would probably turn into the new Natsuki, just reading my manga in peace, saying it's the best form of literature, talking about games and memes. Although I would be far less aggressive. I would be more the shy type, honestly. So like, in a way, maybe kind of a mix of Yuri and Natsuki, if you think about it. I used to read a ton of fantasy and fiction books. Fair. Visual novel. True, visual novels are definitely up there too. Collab between the Literature Club and Anime Club. Yes, for visual novels, absolutely. And visual novels and manga. That belongs in both categories.
Time for me to get going. When I see you again before graduation. Of course, we have at least, we have the last club meeting today, remember? Oh, right, I totally forgot. See you there. Hopelessly scatterbrained in some things, extremely competent in others. Kind of like some other people I know. Come to think of it, where is everyone today? Feels like usually I'd have run into the whole club by now. Wonder what they're up to.
We haven't seen Yuri yet in this episode. We've seen every single character in this episode so far, other than Yuri. Like all the club members, Ria and Miss Ida, all of the side characters, like we've seen for Yuki, we've seen the entire friend group. I guess we haven't seen Natsuki's dad. I guess we haven't seen the people's family yet, right? Natsuki's dad, Yuri's family, stuff like that. But like every single character who is at the school we have seen in this episode, except for Yuri. What are you up to, Yuri? Tell me.
Wondering what they're up to.
There you are. Still mad at me, huh? Well, look. You can go back to ignoring me in a second. I just want to say 3 things. First, I'm sorry about what I said. About if anyone should know how important it is to stick by someone. It made it sound like I was saying you were a weak person that needed other people to stand by them. Or at least you could take it that way. And that's not what I meant. I was trying to get across that you are someone who was really good at sticking by people all the time. So it was surprising to me that it didn't seem like you were doing it here. She's still mad. Didn't know. Saved 5 sprites. 5 sprites, huh? Saving the... Again, Leon, I'm looking forward to what you're working on. Also, by the way, you do agree that the sound font I made for Yuma was pretty mid, right? We can all agree. I mean, it's not the worst sounding sound font ever. I'm not sure if it captured Yuma 100% perfectly, though. It feels like it doesn't sound 100% accurate because the voice... Because I couldn't find long sounds and I had to stretch his voice a little bit sometimes. But, less than mid. Damn. Just come right for me, why don't you? But yeah, I tried. I could have just looked for all the times he was screaming, because that is a time when he holds any sound for longer. I mean, it worked. Fair. Sometimes are easier. Oh, it did sound very Yeah, again, as I said, I had trouble setting all the loop points as well. That is always a little bit tedious, by the way, especially if the samples are shorter. Like, if I have shorter samples, it's really, really tough to make it loop and sound nice. But, yeah. Anyway, Doki Doki, am I right? Ladies and gentlemen, am I right? Doki Doki indeed. So it was surprising to me that it didn't seem like you were doing it here. Secondly, as a peace offering, I got you this fudge brownie. Okay, we got the blush, that's progress. Well, that's fine, I'll just keep it for you until you're ready to take it. The last thing I wanted to say, it's this. It's this indeed. Add that one onto the list. I mean, he probably just misspoke. He was stuttering earlier, he's probably nervous, right? He was stuttering on the secondly, he's nervous, of course he's going to misspeak. Totally understandable. But yeah, this. The last thing I wanted to say, this. I wish I could just apologize for talking to Natsuki to make things better. This indeed. But I don't think I can. Natsuki is my friend. And I don't think it's right that we should just let her sit there and suffer even though she did something wrong. I think she needs help with making things right. I feel really bad that me saying that and doing stuff like talking to her is making you feel bad. You're more important to me than anyone or anything else in the whole world. But I can't just not feel bad for my friend. So, I'm sorry, but I can't apologize for talking to her. Or for trying to help her. I honestly believe that was the right thing to do. I know you probably disagree. We can talk about it if you want. Or if you don't, we can wait. I just really don't want this to ruin things with us. That's more important than anything else to me. See, standing up for himself, yeah. Actually not apologizing because he knows he didn't do anything wrong. Setting boundaries, indeed. I feel like a lot of people would apologize even if they do think that they did the right thing. A lot of people would just apologize even though they don't think they have anything to apologize for. Which makes it very insincere. And I feel like you really should only apologize if it's actually something to apologize for. But yeah, MC standing up for himself, indeed. Well, I'll check in with you later, I guess. Just tell me if you want to talk.
Wait, MC?
Yeah? I am back instantly. You okay, Sunlight?
Yeah, I'm okay. Look, I'm sorry I was mean and jealous about Natsuki. I'm still a little mad about it. But you were just being kind. I shouldn't be surprised that you want to be nice to people. That's one of the things I love about you. But as far as I know, Natsuki hasn't apologized to Monika. She hasn't done anything to address it. It just feels wrong that she should get all this care and attention before she tries to fix it.
Well, one of the things I told her is that she needs to fix it. And that, just for my sake, I'd appreciate her getting me out of trouble with my girlfriend by fixing it. Ah, yes. Teleported back immediately. Casually walking away. Hey, MC, wait, teleports back. Just instant. We know he's capable of the instant transmission. He did it to Natsuki before he pushed her down the stairs. That totally happened. Earlier. But she's really struggling with doing anything about it or talking to Monika.
What could she possibly be struggling with? She's the one that hurt someone here. And she hurt Monika, who's my best friend in the whole world after you.
Says the person who also hurt Monika previously. I mean, what?
She knew Monika was already scared of drinking and she did it anyway. Monika didn't do anything to make her struggle. She hurt Monika.
Yeah, true. But besides hurting Monika, I think she hurt herself really badly. The reason she said she was having trouble talking to Monika is that she said she's really ashamed. She feels in shock that she even did that and feels like a terrible person. I forget exactly the way she put it, but she feels like she doesn't even have the right to show her face to Monika. Fix her, MC. Fix yourself, motherfucker. Yes. Indeed. Basically, I think she'll need help to even feel enough self-worth to apologize. She knows she's wrong. She just feels so bad about it that she's just crawling into a hole.
Oh. Well, I guess I understand it better now.
I don't want you to be upset. Are we okay? I double-checked season 1 and so you never apologized for lobotomizing everyone. Hypocrisy much? Oh shit! Damn! Maybe this is one of those situations where he's like, yeah, I know what I did here, but I still feel like lobotomizing you was the right decision if I wanted to kill myself. So I am not going to apologize. Maybe she's pulling the same thing MC is pulling here, where she still feels justified in that decision for some reason. I don't know. Maybe that is how she feels deep down. Are we okay?
I still feel really mad at you. Even though I know I probably shouldn't, I understand what it's like to be ashamed to fix something you broke. And want to crawl into a hole rather than face it. And you are right that I should know what it's like to always need support, even when I don't deserve it.
Come on, don't talk like that. I told you that's not what I meant when I said that. And you always deserve support. And I'll always give it to you. It's just, I think Natsuki deserves it here too.
Yeah, I understand. Well, someone's gonna have to talk to her.
Well, I already did. I don't really even know what else I'd say. Plus, I don't want to upset you anymore.
We could have Miss Ida talk to her.
She already read Natsuki, the Riot Act. And she called for Yuki, and for Yuki also read Natsuki the Riot Act.
Well, we can have Monika do it. That would be... we can't have Monika do it, that would be unfair to her.
Yeah. And Sayori could be approaching it from a standpoint of, I would feel terrible if I did that, how dare you not feel... I mean, that could be it, I don't know. It could also, at this point, it's probably one of those things where she might have just thought about apologizing, but she's like, well, maybe she realized that she hasn't apologized yet, and she's like, damn, at this point, I don't want to bring this whole thing up again. Maybe it's one of those situations where she does want to apologize, but it's at this point a bit too late to bring it up again, because it would just bring everything down again, and she'd rather have it be water under the bridge. I don't know.
That would be unfair to her.
Yeah, but you know...
Yeah? I wonder if Code said anything to Yuri.
Well, we didn't really have much of a chance to say anything. Also, by the way, Sayori, consider the fact that I might be watching right now. What do you mean?
Nothing really. I think I have an idea. But MC, I'm sorry for being mad at you. I think I understand now. You were right to go talk to Natsuki. And I was wrong to be all weird about it.
No, I understand why you were, Bun. It's okay. So what's your plan?
I'm not entirely sure yet. But I think I have one idea. You don't need to worry about it, though. You've already done your part. And if you meddle anymore, you'll really make your girlfriend mad.
Oh no. MC, you best stay on your guard. You gotta be careful around this one. Alright, I get it.
I'm just kidding.
I know, Bun.
If you do have any suggestions...
I don't. Sorry. Already said everything I could think of to Natsuki. But if I do think of anything else, I'll let you know.
Alright. Well, I'm off then.
So where are you even going?
To where I go to get problems solved.
Wonder what that means. To the club room, to get into the space classroom, where she will run into Yuri, who can solve any problem through programming. Monika is sitting at the piano, idly playing snippets of songs.
Come in. Oh, hi Sayori, it's good to see you.
Monika gives Sayori a big hug.
Why do I get a hug? Not that I'm complaining. Oh, I don't know. I guess I'm getting a little affected by graduation and not seeing much of the club today.
Yeah, especially Yuri. Like, when will we see her? I'm curious. Will we see her before we're an hour into the episode? Who knows?
Despite today being the last day of literature club and everything, hopefully anyway.
Well, at the very least, we should see her by the time we get to, to the actual club meeting. If she doesn't show up to the club meeting, then we have every right to be worried.
Hopefully anyway. Oh! I thought maybe you were feeling weird because of what Natsuki did. What Natsuki did? Why, what did she do?
Yuri? Please tell me Yuri isn't abusing club presidency powers. Please tell me Yuri isn't abusing club presidency powers like Monika once did to make Natsuki forget about the Yuri incident. Don't you dare abuse your powers. Maybe she was going around. Oh my god, maybe she was going around randomly helping out in whatever way. Like I said she might while drunk. Maybe while she was drunk she did get rid of real shyness and Monika's memory of the incident, and whatever else. Who knows what Yuri is doing right now? She really is. And you know, Sayori reached out to us too, that Yuri might be a little bit too addicted to the power at this point. Oh no. And then put in the whole fact that she's messing with the game to, well, in a way she's doing it to help, but still, she's definitely getting a lot more involved than she has any right to, I believe, at least without consulting the rest of the club. So, oh boy. Oh boy, Yuri, what are you up to? Then again, there is also the very real possibility that Monika just got so blackout drunk that she forgot everything that happened. Possibility. She never drank alcohol before, so maybe she really just does not remember anything of her own accord. Could be. Doubt it, though. I very much doubt it. Oh boy, let's see where this goes.
You know, the whole thing with the party? The party? The thing with your drink! Oh, right, that. No, I'd almost forgotten about it. I was freaked out at the time, but I'm fine now. Definitely don't want to try that again, though.
Oh, wow. Damn, she got over that quickly. Again, though, did she get over that by herself, or was that more of Yuri's meddling? Again. I would be looking at Yuri's general direction if I had any idea where she was, which I don't.
Anyway, what brings you here? Well, actually, that whole drink thing. What about it? Natsuki hasn't said anything about it to you yet, right? Right, she hasn't. Don't think I've seen her all day. Yeah, she's been sulking all day. Burying her head in her knees, not going to class. Apparently she's too ashamed and guilty to even show her face to you. Really? Over just the drink thing? Yeah. Honestly, I think the drink thing is a pretty big deal, Monika. She drugged you, basically, without your consent. Which is bad enough by itself, but it's especially bad with you. Because you especially don't like that kind of thing. True, I don't. But honestly, Sayori, it's not the end of the world. I'm fine. Natsuki makes quick, poorly thought out decisions a lot as it is. That she'd do something stupid while she was drunk isn't surprising. I don't believe she meant to hurt me with it, so yes, easily forgiven.
Wow. Yeah, Sayori is surprised with the eyebrow raise. Again, I feel like there might be some Yuri meddling behind the scenes here. And I don't know how to feel about that. In fact, no, I do know how to feel about that. I feel bad about that. Don't do that. I'm not scared to apologize to me if she did that to me. Yuri actually did tamper with stuff there. I wouldn't be happy with that either. Yep. Same. Like, for how much Monika is against that, as she said many times, and how mad she was in that moment as well. The fact that she so easily forgives her. I mean, yeah, she makes a valid point of Natsuki being prone to making not well thought out decisions, especially when drunk, yeah. And as I said, she was drunk, she can't be held fully accountable for what she did. But it was still horrible. And I don't feel like anyone should deserve someone for that easily. Yeah, that is way too quick.
Like I said, I had almost already forgotten about it. Sayori? This is weird!
So I'm not the only one who thinks this is going too quickly.
Is this Yuri being weird? Did she change something about you or something?
Wow. I like how she's immediately thinking of the exact same thing I am thinking of. Hooray. But I mean, she would be the one to think of that because she left us the note.
To make you not feel this is a big deal? No. I mean, not that I know of anyway.
Well, you wouldn't know. That's the thing. If somebody messed with your character file, there would be no way to know about it. Because it would just feel natural. Stop Yuri's power trip. Stop Yuri's power trip indeed. Interesting. Interesting indeed.
Yuri has been a little weird recently, but I don't think she'd do anything like that.
Not even while drunk? Again, remember, she got drunk too. And there have been a few changes recently. Again, the whole thing with Ria changing. Then this. The fact that Yuri is working on some kind of big project. Who knows what else has changed? Also, the fact that we haven't seen her all day. Like, they're not even mentioning that they haven't seen her. So apparently she must be showing up at classes and everything. Because for Natsuki, they at least pointed out that she wasn't attending. They're not pointing out that they haven't seen Yuri. So she must be around.
So Yuri, listen, I don't believe in making people suffer just because they made a mistake. Like they should have to help fix anything that they hurt or broke, of course. But I don't get down on people for doing things wrong just because. What Natsuki did was not a big deal to me, and I don't want her to beat herself up over it.
It wasn't a big deal to me, is what she says. Was not a big deal. After she specifically said multiple times how horrible, how much she hates the idea of not having control. And now she's saying it wasn't a big deal. Are we sure about that, Monica? Are we sure those are your own thoughts? Huh?
And I especially don't want other people beating her up over it. And I always would have felt this way. It's always been a belief that's important to me. So I don't think Yuri being fascinated with club presidency stuff has anything to do with it. Maybe! Anyway, that's an easy fix here. And that's for me to go talk to Natsuki and tell her, no big deal, forgive and forget. No!
No, she still has to apologize.
I don't think you should do that. Why not? Because she did something bad to you, Monica. Even if you're being really nice and forgiving, it should still be on her to apologize to you. It's not fair to yourself to go out of your way to fix something you didn't break. You're always doing that enough as is. As it is for things that don't affect you at all. So Yuri, she didn't break anything. I'm fine. My friendship with her is fine. The only thing that seems like she broke is herself. And maybe her trust with all of you. But that's for you guys to decide. Please, Monica, I know what I'm talking about here. You can't just constantly be the person who's okay with stuff for the benefit of other people. She's never going to learn if she doesn't have to face up to her responsibility here. And the responsibility is to apologize. Except you say she's too ashamed and guilty to apologize right now. Yep, but she's gonna get over it. She's our friend, it seems like she needs help with it. And it doesn't seem like you're going to do it. No, she needs to apologize to you before I'm going to talk to her. And apparently I can't do it. You shouldn't do it. What about MC? You already talked to her and told her to fix it. Miss Ida? Already yelled at her. And Miss Ida also called for Yuki because Natsuki didn't want her to call her dad. So she called for Yuki instead. And then Fuyuki yelled at her too. I see. Well, you go on back to MC. I promise I won't go talk to her. If it's that important to you, I'll wait for her to come to me. It should be important to you, Monica. Who's going to stick up for you in situations like this when we're all in college? I'm sure I'll be fine. But anyway, I'm going to go take care of some business elsewhere. There's a lot I need to do there anyway, and I think I can help with this whole Natsuki problem while I'm there.
What the fuck did Yuri do? I'm glad how we are all in agreement that Yuri did something, right? No matter how much Monica is telling us otherwise, we all agree that there was some meddling here with the code.
Without talking to her first, I promised. Alright, if you say so.
Are we finally getting to see Yuri?
Yuri, are you here?
Oh, thank goodness you're here, finally.
Where are you?
I'm stuck.
Like the splash message in the beginning. So, Yuri was messing around too much behind the scenes and now can't get out of the space classroom and it doesn't even show her sprite anymore. Did she accidentally become one with the game? Did Yuri accidentally become one with the entire game itself? If so, very fascinating, but also very worrying. Anyone smoke weed? Damn. Well, if she lost her personal individuality and became part of the game itself, part of the engine, and no longer able to exist within the game world, then, I mean, part of me wants to say that's what you get for that power trip, but let's see what's up exactly.
I'm stuck.
Yes, but where exactly? I can't see you. Oh, I think I understand. How you get yourself stuck in between like this?
Well, I was trying to set up something for code and I made a bit of an error and...
Code error. Again. No. Not even fun. Alright. Plenty to say about what Yuri's doing and what's going on. But I reserve comment for once you've finished. Very, very fair, thank you. But honestly, it makes sense that she would make mistakes. She was drunk. You don't mess with the fabric of your own reality while you're drunk, Yuri. That is not a smart decision. Very, very not smart. CodeErr, perhaps?
Well,
I see. Have you tried resetting the entire scene?
no. Is it dangerous? And how would I do that?
Well,
Okay, got it. That is much better. Thank you, Monica.
you're welcome.
And hello again, Code. I'm sorry my attempts to curate were curtailed this week. I had a bit of a technical difficulty and...
Yuri, listen, I didn't come here just to get you unstuck.
Yeah. Also, Mr. No Hobby, hello. Think I missed some lore? Do you want the rundown? Yeah, you are indeed the viewer. You want the rundown of what is happening? Like the quick summary? Okay, this is club meetings. It takes place. This is a mod made that takes place after the events of DDLC, where Monica restores all the files and brings everyone back. Everyone in the club is now fully aware that they live in the simulated reality. It has gone through multiple seasons. At this point, MC and so the main character, MC, is his own character. We are observing independent from MC. MC has officially gotten together with Sayori. They are a couple now. In this season, Natsuki and Yuri have officially revealed that they are together now. Monica is still simping over the player who is looking in on things. They also decided that they would shuffle around the role of club presidency between everyone. So everyone gets to take the responsibility of being club president for a little while. And the club presidency comes with the power to manipulate reality, like, you know, open the console and all that stuff, like Monica did in the base game. That is the essential story of club meetings so far. I think I summed up most of what you need to know about where the characters are at currently. Oh, right, and graduation is coming up. They are officially moving on from this school, which means they're going to be leaving the literature club in the hands of a new character that was introduced called Ria. And we'll see how she handles that. She apparently has some new potential members lined up for the club, which we haven't met. Alright. Deep into episodically released mod. Yeah, that is what's going on. Anyway, Yuri is currently club president. That is why she currently has the power over reality. And she's been club president for a while, which is why we are worried, because she has refused. Well, they constantly keep forgetting to move club presidency on to the next person. So Yuri's been club president for, what, half the season, I think? Maybe more? And, yeah, at this point it seems like they're having problems with transferring club presidency again.
You've really taken this thing with the club presidency a little too far, don't you think?
What do you mean?
I think you know what I mean. Look, I'm not judging you or anything. You haven't done anything really bad.
That you know of.
And besides, I know exactly what it's like. That fascination. I'm the last person in the world who's going to judge you. but I think you're taking it just a little too far. We have boundaries around this thing for a reason. Boundaries which you have broken. And I think you, for your own good, need to set some boundaries for yourself.
I know, it's just...
Had a party in which Natsuki spiked Monika's drink, even though Monika was trying to... Yep, that. And Monika is apparently now saying that it wasn't a big deal. Which makes me think that Yuri messed with her.
I know, it's just... It feels so liberating to explore this stuff. It feels like waking up and finding out that magic is real.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, exactly. It makes you want to dive in.
Yes. But you have to consider what everyone else thinks and feels. We all expect to have our privacy. And for the rules we set to be followed. And I know you didn't mean to do anything mean or wrong, but you have to think about these things. That's part of why you can't use the club presidency the way you have been.
You know how I've been using it.
I mean, not entirely. I'm not dumb. I can see that you've hung on to it. And I see you thinking about or talking to Code a lot. I know what that looks like after all.
Very well. It's just a hard thing to let go of.
Yes, I know. Yuri, that's especially important why you let go. That's especially important why you let go of it. It's addictive. It can change your behavior in ways you might not think of.
What do you mean?
Well, for instance, do you know roughly what's been going on with the club today?
No, I haven't really been able to while I was stuck.
It seems to me, Yuri, that you've been sacrificing things you care about for your club presidency fixation. Did you know that Natsuki's in severe distress right now?
No,
Do you know about what happened at her party?
Yes, I sort of got the idea near the end of the party. She spiked a drink or something like that. I was going to look into it, but I got distracted and then this happened.
Ah, so are we saying Yuri really didn't mess with Monika then? I guess I should believe her for now then. Let's go with the whole, the usual thing of innocent until proven guilty. But it still feels off that Monika forgave Natsuki so quickly.
You got distracted by the real world.
Yes.
You have to see the problem here. Your girlfriend is...
No, you're right, I do see it. I did not understand what I was seeing, though, I suppose, until now. Motion passes.
What? But we didn't take a vote.
Did I not say it? Did I not say that exact thing? Did I not say that exact same thing when... Did I not say that exact thing when they were transferring the club presidency? That Yuri never said the motion passes. I did call it. Ha! And now it goes through because the vote still happened.
No, we did. It was a few weeks ago, when we were at my house.
I remember.
Indeed, say that exact thing. I was biting my tongue. I thought... Ha! See, I do pay attention to details every once in a while. I notice when she says something different. It's always been the motion passes and boom, club presidency gets moved. The one time she doesn't say it, and the club presidency doesn't transfer. I think it's easy to connect the dots there, co-indicated. Ah, of course.
I remember. The vote didn't work, as I recall.
I'm the secretary of the literature club. It's my job to formalize the vote. I thought I'd see what would happen if I didn't formally declare the motion as passing.
I see.
From my... Yes, that. Totally.
I know. I was really just doing it to try and be president a little longer. I was just really curious about it and enjoying talking to Code about the real world.
Like I said, Yuri, I'm not going to judge you for that. I especially have no right to do so. Wait, since I was acting secretary all this time, Does this mean I could have just ratified it by saying motion passes at any point?
Probably, I do not know.
Huh.
Yes, well, in any event, I should not have done that. I am sorry.
Apology not necessary as far as I'm concerned, but...
Yes, there's at least one person it really is necessary for. Can you send me back to Natsuki? I need to talk to her.
Yes, you probably do, although I'm sure you'll be fine. But there's something I'd like your help with first, quickly.
Oh, is it time?
I mean, we're both here, no time like the present. We've done all the preparations there are to do.
Indeed we have. Are you sure you want to do it right now, though?
Breaking the loop? Is this what's happening? Are we breaking the loop now?
You know this might break down our connection to code after we graduate.
I know, but you don't have to worry about that. I've already taken care of it.
Oh, all right.
Later. Whoa. All right. As she said.
All right, that's it.
Here goes nothing.
Section changed. They switched places too. Oh no. How could they?
Did it work? Is the loop now broken?
Hard to tell. I don't feel any different yet, but at least nothing's obviously buggy.
Oh, well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. But now that that's done, can you send me back to Natsuki?
Sure, Yuri, of course. Let me just see if it's clear. Yep. Off you go.
Well, guess now it's just me and Monica.
Well, I guess that's that. Oh, hello again. I completely forgotten that you'd be here. It's so wonderful to see you.
Just Monica indeed.
It's been so long.
Good old times, yep. Just Monica in the space room. Talking to me.
It sounds like this. I wish I could give you a big hug. You've been alright, I hope. Sorry we haven't been able to talk much. Yuri, well, you saw what happened. I don't blame her, though. Things on your side really are interesting. You're really interesting.
Aw, shucks. No. I'm sure you say that to every player, which she does. She does say that to every player. Just Monica in the space room, indeed. Yeah, fix that real quick. Just Monica in the space room, yes.
And it's not like she hurt anyone like I did. But anyway, no need to dwell on that. This is a happy time. I need to get back to my day for now. There's a lot happening today and tomorrow, and I don't want to monopolize your attention anyway. But don't worry, we'll talk soon, okay? I'm looking forward to it, in fact.
The hip whip! I mean, what? Well, I'm just Monica, not fully. She did the hip whip. Stupid. Baka. So baka.
Beloved, are you here?
Oh shit.
There you are. Natsuki, I'm so sorry. I've been neglecting you.
Neglecting me?
Yes, I got way too caught up in trying to experiment with code and with our connection to Code's world.
It's funny. It's funny when one is capitalized because it's my name and one isn't because it's the actual word. But yeah, feel free to experiment with me. Wink wink, nudge nudge. I mean, what?
I completely didn't see what effect it was.
Wait, that's why you've been gone so much?
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh boy indeed, huh?
Unbelievable. Do you know how much it has sucked to be away from you? I missed you. I had to be alone so much. And I'm used to being alone, so it didn't used to be that bad. but I had let myself feel like it was okay not to be alone with you, and then I got used to being with someone, and I liked it, and I let myself be vulnerable, and it felt stupid, but I did it anyway, and then it got taken away, and then I felt so lonely, and it was awful, and I didn't know what to...
Natsuki, I'm so sorry. I did not see or understand what was happening. I do now. I should never have let it get to this point, but I understand now. I'm not going to let this kind of thing happen again. I'm here now.
And then I was a dumbass at Monica's party. I spiked her drink. I'm so fucking stupid. What the fuck was I thinking? And then everyone hated me for it. And I deserved it, and I feel like shit about it. And I wanted to talk to you, and I couldn't. I didn't have anyone. Because you were off in fucking La La Land.
Natsuki takes several rapid deep breaths.
Okay, I think I got it all out of my system. Sorry to yell at you.
Well, I certainly deserved it.
Shut up, babe. No, you fucking didn't. I'm just some kind of fucking weird rage machine.
You were upset, and you had a right to be upset.
What right do I have to be upset? I did something completely awful to Monica. This shouldn't be about me whining.
You may have done something wrong, beloved, but you also had something bad done to you by me, so I think it's fair for you to worry about yourself.
Yeah, but you didn't deserve all that yelling. I'm sorry, babe. You acknowledged what happened, and I know you'll fix it. So yeah, I shouldn't have gotten so angry. No more needs to be said about what you did. I just needed to yell a little bit, because I was a little frustrated.
It's okay, I understand. Sometimes you just need to be angry for a little while. Get it out of your system, like you said. I did do something bad after all, so you feel bad about what happened to Monica.
Yeah? Like, in the moment it seemed like it made sense. Monica's just being stuffy, and a little bit of alcohol will help her have fun. But it didn't turn out that way. And then when I wasn't drunk anymore, I was like, what the fuck? What if someone did that to you? I would lose my shit, you know, but I just wasn't thinking about it at the time. And that's such a garbage excuse. This is something that's really scary for her.
Well, you were drunk.
That's not a reason to do something shitty.
No, it isn't. So what now? I'm sorry again for what I did, by the way. I feel really bad about it still. I know you said we don't need to talk about it anymore. I just feel sorry. Sorry, I shouldn't make it about my need to expunge guilt. You are done with that topic. So what will you do about Monica? You can't just mope forever and never talk to Monica or anyone else but me again. Well, I suppose you could. If I had to service anyone's sole human interaction for the rest of their lives, I suppose I'd be okay if it was you. Although, really, I'd want you to talk to some other people. Occasionally, at least, at those rare times when I could manage my seething jealousy.
Ha ha ha. So you won't go stab them, right?
Yeah, well, if I could only talk to one person ever again, I'd have to choose you, wouldn't I? But no, I just feel so ashamed. What I did was so bad, I kinda hate myself for it, you know? I'm so ashamed of it, I kind of feel like I don't have the right to talk to Monica. Like, why would she want to see me? What would I say? Just like, I'm sorry or something? As though that would fix anything. Or make anything better. It would be insulting to tell her that, because that doesn't make anything better. But at the same time, I don't know what would. What do you think?
I think in situations like this, you should think of yourself as having incurred a debt which can only be even partially repaid by an apology. Certainly, as you say, it may not be enough to apologize, but nevertheless you must. It would be wrong not to for such a breach. It may be wise to couple this apology with your point of view, namely that you feel a mere apology is insufficient.
So then, what do I do on top of the apology?
Have you ever tried making cupcakes for her? True, that will fix everything. Cupcakes fix every mistake. As long as they're delicious. which all of Natsuki's cupcakes are.
Oh, I do not know. Perhaps it is best to ask Monica. Something like I owe an apology is not of itself sufficient, and if there is anything... I know an apology is not of itself sufficient, and if there's anything I can do to regain your trust, I hope you will tell me. Although perhaps in words more befitting of your style than that.
Yeah, maybe something like that. It's just going to be hard, but you're right, it's something that needs to get done, I guess. Better now than later. So, can you check the game and find out where Monica is right now?
No, I gave the presidency position back to Monica. I had intentionally avoided ratifying the vote from a few weeks ago to stay on as president, but when I realized I was abusing my situation, I just retroactively ratified it. So Monica's president now.
Did I do something to earn those lovely head pats? I mean, I'll take them, but thank you. Thank you very much.
I think after the way I let it affect me, I'm going to try not to be president for a long while, if ever again. I need to think about the importance of boundaries when it comes to that whole phenomenon.
Seems smart after you left your girlfriend adrift and, shit.
Pining, perhaps?
Yeah, pining? Well, guess I need to go find Monica myself then. You wanna come with me?
Oh, she does want to come with you. I mean, what? I mean, what? What did I say? I don't know.
I will always want that, beloved, but once you find her, you should have this conversation with her alone.
Pining for the fjords? Ah, yes.
Yeah, I know, I will. Maybe she'll want to hear your good news too. From you, probably, if she's still really mad at me.
Oh, good news. Oh, that good news. Yes, perhaps. I will tell her if the opportunity presents itself.
That good news?
Alright. Apology time, let's go.
And there's the sheet. Ah, Neon is working hard. I'm looking forward to it eventually.
Oh, hi. I wasn't expecting you just yet. I wonder why you're here.
Natsuki's about to apologize! Nah, I won't say that. I'm not sure. Just to see you, my beloved, my dearest Monica. Just to see you. Just to see Monica. Just Monica.
Well, aren't you just the sweetest?
Yes, just the sweetest. Just me. Just code. Also, that whole beloved thing, damn, that slipped more into Yuri territory than anything else. That's more of her word choice.
I appreciate it, although I know that you really have no control over where you go. So you couldn't really have chosen to come here, unless it was a menu option, which I know it wasn't. By any event, I appreciate your charm, and your effort to make me feel worthwhile. I hope you know I consider you worthwhile too. I'm just glad I can feel you there again. It was getting a little...
And there we go.
Oh, here she is. I will take my leave. I'll be around outside somewhere when you're ready.
Alright, apology time. Alright, Natsuki. You're a true gamer. You've probably seen enough apology videos. You know how it's done. Monica, I really didn't want to have this conversation. I have done some severe lapses in judgment. Alright. Let's hear it from Natsuki. What's going on?
Hi, Natsuki.
Hi, Monica.
You can do this, Natsuki.
Wow. Damn.
Don't patronize me. Look, I spiked your drink. I spiked your drink knowing you're afraid of alcohol. And yeah, I was drunk myself and being stupid, but that doesn't make it any better. It was fucked up what I did. Extremely fucked up. And I know that it doesn't fix anything or make it better to say so, but I'm sorry. If there's anything I can do to make it up to you, I hope you will tell me. I want us to be friends again. I don't want me being a fucking cruel idiot to make you hate me. But if you did, I'd understand.
Natsuki, it's alright, I get it. You don't have to ask for us to be friends again. We never stopped being friends. Honestly, I don't get why everyone thinks this is such a big deal. Yeah, it was scary, but I understand it was a small mistake, and I get why you'd be thinking you should do that, especially while you were drunk. But it's okay. I'm fine. Natsuki, honestly, you don't need to cry. I'm fine. See, no damage done.
This isn't because of what I did. It's because you're way too nice. And I feel guilty about that. I wouldn't be this nice. If you had done something like this to me, I would be furious and not talk to you for weeks. I wouldn't be anywhere near as cool about it as you. I would be so shitty about it, Monica.
Probably yes.
Yeah, we can all admit that.
But you know what? You'd forgive me just fine too in the end.
I mean, yeah, she probably would. It would just take longer for her.
And you also would recognize that whatever happened doesn't stop us from being friends, and you would be very generous with me about it, just like I'm being with you. Eventually. You know how I know?
Natsuki shakes her head. No.
Because you already did it.
Monica?
Come on, silly, no more crying. You need to wipe your face off or something. We need to go soon.
Go? Oh, yeah, it's pretty late.
It is. But before that, in case it still needed to be said, of course I forgive you, Natsuki. Don't ever do something like that again, of course. But I don't expect that you would. And as far as I'm concerned, this matter is over. And we don't need to talk about it anymore.
Heh.
What's funny?
Oh, nothing. This is kind of exactly the same with what happened with me and Yuri.
And what is it that happened with you and Yuri?
Oh, she came to me apologizing for not being there, and for letting the club presidency go to her head for a little.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of told her to stop worrying about it. And I knew she was aware of what she did wrong, and it wasn't as big of a deal as she thought it was. You know, after I yelled at her first. And to just drop it, after I screamed right at her face.
See, that's exactly like the way you treat any of us. Now come on, or we really will be late for club. Everything alright?
Yeah, I'm just weirdly kind of reluctant to go to club today. It feels different.
Because it's the last time?
Yeah.
I understand. We still need to go though. Otherwise the last time will have been the last time will have been the last time, and we can't have that.
No.
And by the way, when we get there, I'm going to clear the air about us with everyone.
You sure? I can do it.
I know you can, but I should probably do it, so Yuri will take it better coming from me, if for no other reason.
Alright.
And so that's the end of it. I don't want anyone hassling Natsuki about this ever again. She's apologized, and we've put it behind us. Anyone good with that?
Yes, of course. I have said everything I wanted to say to Natsuki about the subject, and I trust she knows not to do this again.
I'm glad things got patched up. Also, hi, MK Sayori no Karashi. Ah, if it isn't Sayori's boyfriend. Nice username. Hi, I am new here. What game are you playing? Looks fun. Well, this is Doki Doki Club Meetings. Also, Sayori's boyfriend. You would probably get into trouble with MC here, because MC and Sayori are a couple. No, he knows! Of course I know. Of course I know. But yeah, MC and Sayori, cute couple here. He knows Japanese. そうですよ。ちょっと日本語わかりますよ。But yeah, that's not what we're here for. But yeah, we're quite deep into this already. But I hope you're having a fun time here. This is a very, very fun mod. And it's 3 seasons long. Amazing stuff. Yeah, 36 episodes. It is very, very fun. Very fun. Can definitely recommend club meetings. And thank you for the follow, by the way. We'll probably finish the story of this mod next week. So yeah, we are getting close to the finale currently. And we are on episode 36. but we will not be able to finish this episode today. Next week, we will wrap up the story, and after all 36 episodes are done, there's bonus content still that we also have to check out. So, there's still quite some stuff left to go, so thank you for the follow, it's appreciated, and there will be more. For now, though, let's continue with this. I'm glad things got patched up. Now we can get on with Club.
I'm going to be honest, I'm still kind of mad at you, Natsuki. I love you and you're my friend and nothing will ever change that, but I can't help still feeling a little mad. If Monika's okay though, then I'll be okay. Just sorry if I'm snappy or anything.
Don't worry about it, Sayo. I understand. I'd be pissed too if someone else had done it. It was super fucked up. And I know you really care about Monika. I said sorry to her, but I'm sorry to you too. For hurting your friend, and to everyone else too.
It's okay, I forgive you. I'm still a little mad though.
Well, the next time I have a cookie or something, and you just snatch it and I get mad, you remind me I had it coming, okay?
Okay. Okay, we should get ready. Ria's about to get here.
Right.
Actions finally end. I know you just want me to play another game, I know, Spinne. But you have to admit this is great. Die like 5 seconds ago, what happened? Monika forgave her, that's what happened.
And all it's meant to be. But I know that the future of the club will be in good hands with Ria as the chair.
There's applause from the rest of the club.
So Ria, since we're passing the baton here, so to speak, go ahead and kick us off. You'll be running the meeting today. Ow!
Well, you could have prepared her for it a little bit more. DDLC supremacy, yes.
Okay then, I guess we should get started with poems. We all wrote poems about another club member. I'll go first, I wrote about Natsuki.
Alright, poem about Natsuki. Fire spirit. I met a fire spirit in the desert. And then I came home. And everyone asked me, did you get burned? Did they set fire to the buildings? How much did she destroy? But fire can cook your food. Fire can warm your tea. Fire can provide you with snuggly warmth on a cold night. That's the kind of thing a nice fire spirit does. Nice! Very nice. Also, I'm sure that this little fire spirit would gladly warm someone's tea. A certain someone's tea, at least. Very, very cute indeed, I agree.
Ria, you're just too damn sweet.
It's true though. Everyone always says you're kind of, tempestuous. Is that a good word?
It is a good word.
Thanks, Yuri. But yeah, you're tempestuous. But you're tempestuous in all the right ways. You make life interesting for people, and you're kind of caring in a really proactive way. So yeah, the poems about that. About how you're the good kind of tempestuous.
Well, I appreciate you putting it so diplomatically.
You're learning to use metaphors pretty well now, Ria. It's very effective here, very easily graspable. The only thing I would say is to try to stick to structure a bit more when you're starting out. It can really help ground your poem.
Yeah, but that's really hard though. Especially when you're new. And especially when you see all the other people in the literature club doing all these cool freeform poems. I also didn't use structure as much as I should when I was a newer poet, but Monika's right, it can really help point you in the right direction. Meter, rhyme, all that stuff.
Thanks.
Yeah, sure.
The poem is really good description of Natsuki. She can be really chaotic and crazy and burn your house down, maybe.
Says the one who almost burned her own house down once. Ayy, call back.
Although, hopefully not literally. But you know that she's a really good person underneath it all. And her being really chaotic can be a strength. And it can even help you out as someone she's friends with.
When did she do that? Spinne, let me tell you about a game called Doki Doki Literature Club, in which a certain main character gets introduced to this club full of girls. And when he is talking to Yuri for, I think it is on the first day there, in fact, they talk a little, it's either on the first or second day, they talk a little bit about how close MC and Sayori were before all of this. And he says, and I quote, about why he helps her clean her room so much. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Direct quote from the game. So yes, she is the champion of burning things down. Accidentally. Don't come to me when it comes to DDLC, I know my shiz.
I can even help you out as someone she's friends with.
Oh, her girlfriend, yes. As for me personally, I would not worry too much about the structure, Ria. I would focus on the image you are constructing. There are a few tantalizing bits of imagery you have conjured. A fire spirit, a desert, my mind starts to fill in the blanks, but you do not give us much more than that before you move on to the directly allegorical part of the poem. I would have loved to hear just a little bit more about the desert, what it smelled like, the dryness of the heat, or better tell us more about the fire spirit. Maybe she appears dangerous, burning red-orange, fiery eyes, that kind of thing. Oh, the better to contrast it with when she turns out to be a sweetheart. The more vivid the image, the more the reader can put themselves in your poem.
That makes sense, thank you, Yuri.
Oh, of course.
Yuri, your turn to go next. You had to write about Sayori.
Oh, I did indeed.
A ghost poem. That's what Yuri's known for. Let's see it. And yeah, Rob is all powerful. Alright. The ghost who wasn't. I felt the ghost yesterday. Here in this room. The ghost I knew had come to the river. The river of forgetfulness. Where all the dead come. Some linger there, undecided. The ghost was one of these. The ghost haunted its former life. It drifted sadly by those that knew it. It lingered by the places it had known. It remembered the joy it had. In bursting with energy, running ahead. In delicious food, best when shared. And in love's thrilling touch. And so the ghost cried aloud, enough, in a voice that even I, the living, could hear. The ghost refused the way, turned away from the river, found its body again, and was not. Alright, pretty sure this is about the time Sayori wasn't existing, you know? When she was the first to get deleted, the whole Act 2 thing. Which you can't really explain that with Ria here, but I feel like that's the message there partially.
I don't really feel like I was that convinced about it. I definitely didn't yell enough and be really firm like that.
Yeah, look at Ria like, what's going on here? What are we talking about? What? She is so confused.
I just kept going. Oh, what does that mean? You understand?
Oh no, the music is gone! Oh no. How do we do this now? Also again, Yuri with the slip up. Wasn't last time... Didn't Yuri also slip up last time by mentioning me? And how, you know, MC's poems were influenced by me initially? And now Yuri's slipping up in poem form with Ria here? Yuri, you gotta be more careful than this. But yeah, so Yuri isn't really helping it by commentating about how exactly this happened. Or we're just talking about the depression. Just talk about the depression. Deflect from the whole being deleted thing.
I have really, really bad depression. I have come very close to committing suicide more than once. You? Yes, me. I know, I'm so cheery. But yeah, I have chronic depression. Everyone here already knows about it. Seems like now is a good time to, as good a time as any to tell you.
You did once. She did, in fact.
Sayori has a lot of strength, and that's what this poem is ultimately about. She saw all the things she wanted, but thought she couldn't have, and she decided to fight for them, even though she has to fight inside herself most of the time. She's very tough that way.
I do like the whole concept of Sayori being a ghost who's actually not a ghost. She did twice, in fact. This mod's canon. But she didn't go through with the other attempt, right? Pretty sure she didn't go through with it. Like, yeah, she lobotomized everyone, but then, yeah. Once she actually killed herself. I don't think she actually killed herself again in this mod's canon. Again, there was that whole lobotomizing everyone thing, but she went back on it. She went back. She didn't ultimately do it. Go through the game again to get... Right! Right. That. True. That was an experience that they definitely did not enjoy. That kind of resonates with me. Oh, I thought it would.
I still feel bad about that stuff with Sayori, but, I'm glad you're here, Sayori, and that we're friends. Even when I do something stupid, you're really important to me.
Alright, that's enough being sappy. I'm glad to be here too, and I'm glad you all are my friends. For however much longer that is true, we'll always be friends, Sayori. Ooh, time for a new poem, perhaps. MCU go.
Alright. Mine is about Yuri. Very like a whale. Who knows what a whale thinks about? It must think about something. They live so long and so deep, down in the dark ocean, soft and secret. Strange things, inhuman things, things that make sense only to ponderous great whale minds. About fish and currents, and the long historied lore of the ancient dark ocean. It must be profound, for they sing long about it, hours upon days, sending their music tens of thousands of kilometers, through the dark, echo-haunted ocean. We do not always understand their songs, but we hear the beauty, the feeling. Something in us is touched, something from a time before. We emerged from that dark ocean. I had the same thought, Tormuse, calling her a whale. I know she said she likes whales. Like that whale, yeah. So it makes sense, you know, the whole analogy Yuri whale, considering whales are like her favorite animal. But still, it is kind of an insult.
See, this is one of the nicest things anyone's ever written about me.
Yeah, so Yuri's raising the eyebrow. Comparing me to a whale, this is so nice.
I feel so seen when I'm called an incomprehensible ocean creature who still sings compellingly.
Yeah, I guess that really nails the essence of Yuri, doesn't it? I kinda like when I compared her to a complicated book.
That poem was about you and her. I knew it.
Yeah, it was.
Your poem was every bit as lovely.
The Genshin oh no, not those whales.
It was some very deep word choice, MC. I get the feeling you really wanted to make your poem reflect Yuri's personality a little.
Yeah, I did. That and the recurring motif of the dark ocean. It just, I don't know, it sounded right.
It was right. You did a good job. Just doing a poem based on pure feeling and intuition was really good. But you better write some poems about me too, you know.
I could write 12 poems a day about you.
I wouldn't mind that. So cute.
They are.
Monica?
Alright, Monica poem. I'm ready. Are you ready for the Monica poem?
Alright, here's mine. I wrote about Rhea.
Alright, let's get into it. Without blemish, I caught a vision, briefly, as in a reflection, or out of the corner of your eye, for just half a second, of a sheep with caring eyes and pure white wool, hooves, a flawless sheep, with most important of all, a complete and total trust in the goodness of humans, following after the shepherd. With that, we call all trust as the sheep trusts. Safely. Alright.
I don't really get it mostly, but I get that you think I'm kind of trusting, and am I really a sheep-like?
She's a sheep. Don't be a sheep. All these sheeple here. How could it be?
Yeah, you remind me of a sheep. A fluffy, nice sheep. I think the comparison works really well, although I don't get the part at the end.
Nor do I, although I get a definitive sense of admiration or maybe even envy.
No, I don't think it's envy.
No,
No, she definitely is like making a wish for the whole world or something. Maybe regret is the right word.
Yeah, that seems right. Maybe some kind of critique of the world with just that single word, safely, at the end. Maybe Monica can tell us.
No, I think this is another one of those poems that should just stand on its own, without any commentary from me.
well, far be it from me to propose otherwise. Who is left?
When Natsuki and Sugio, let Natsuki go. She wrote about MC.
Oh, this should be fun.
Yeah, well, don't get your hopes up too much.
Oh, come on, writing about a fellow gamer? Must be amazing.
To be honest, I kind of think it sucks.
We'll be the judge of that. Hand it over.
Boys. Okay, I used to think of boys as irresponsible, with not a single serious thought at all. I saw them just as jokers, jerks, and obstacles, ignoring me or waiting on my call. Yeah, maybe they were kinda strong and comfortable. I'm a grown-up teenage girl after all. But mostly, I just thought they were ungovernable. Though they have those goddamn eyes and they're so tall. But MC was a boy who had a novel side. He showed me that a guy could be a bro. And stick by friends forever, even when I tried to treat him like the boys from long ago. Alright. You thought this was bad? Imagine men being bros. When could boys and men ever be bros? Never. You thought this was bad? I thought it was great. It's a little hard to describe. I think the point you're trying to make is that before you saw guys as pretty limited, as either just a bunch of idiot clowns or
As boys. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure I understand.
She means as potential mates, essentially.
Oh, I see.
yeah. But I'm just a person.
Yep.
Just a bro, as Natsuki put it. Oh, I see.
MC is a very nice boy. He's polite and respectful without being a dummy.
Without being a dummy, have you seen MC? I mean, fair, he's less dense than he used to be, but still. He can still be kind of dense on occasion. And in the past, he took that up to 11. Yeah, there we go with Natsuki.
Oh, believe me, he can be an immense dummy, but mostly, yeah, he's cool. Sayori seems to like him alright.
Yeah, but he's also my potential mate. I mean, my actual mate.
Ooh.
You get it? Yeah, I think we get it. And now Sayori, you're the only one left. Alright, here I go. Mine was about my good friend Monica.
Alright. Unfinished. She isn't done yet, like a cake in the oven, like a page with half a paragraph. She still owed something she gave but never got back, and waits to collect. And for now, she's held back, like a sleeping dragon, peacefully drifting undersea. But one day she'll awaken, and that cake already smells good, and that page is already a good story. And when she is finished, She will be glorious. Alright. Interesting. Interesting.
You think I'm unfinished, huh?
Yes! The cake! Yes. She do be having the cake, huh? Damn, just straight up. You are unfinished.
In the best way possible.
Monica is indeed owed much. I hope that one day she receives it.
Sometimes I feel like there's a lot I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, there sure is. Ria, you have no idea. Oh, you have no idea. Especially since you just learned about Sayori's depression, but that ain't even the half of it. If you knew all the secrets of this club, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Actually, Ria, to be honest, I don't really get what Sayori meant either. With the whole thing about her being owed something. Although I did like the style of the poem, Bun. Your poems are always so nice to just listen to.
She's owed her own happiness and her own stuff in life without having to tie it to someone else. She should get to make her own decisions in a completely free way. She sacrificed a lot for us to be okay and happy, and for others I might add. It's only fair that she should get her own chance at that kind of happiness. That's how I read it anyway.
Well, I guess that's it for now. No more poems. Oh, well, yeah. I didn't really have anything planned, so we can just do free time for the rest of the club. So is everything alright? Yes, it's just... That was the last poem.
Ah. Does it have to be the end, though? Does graduation have to be the end?
Not if you don't want it to be, Sayori. We can always keep writing poems and sharing them with each other. Nothing changes that. Yeah, just... It won't be the same. Well, free time now and then, I guess.
Hey there, Light. You okay with everything?
I think so. As okay as I'm ever going to be with it.
Ah, Lefin. Later.
And so that's it for us. Thank you, Ria, for taking over. We know you'll do a great job. Let me know if you need anything with regard to the literature club.
Turn to me first, of course, before you bother these soon-to-be college students.
Yes, Miss Ina should be able to handle most things, but I'm always happy to help if you need it. Thank you, Monica, and thanks everyone for everything and welcoming me in.
Of course. You're super cool, Ria. Don't ever let anyone tell you different.
Indeed.
As the rest of the club starts to file out, Sayori stands in the literature club room. She walks absent-mindedly between the desks, occasionally stopping to look at the desks and touching them tentatively.
We're not done yet, you know. We still have the last bit of club to do, you know. Still some emails to check. Still my mod to do. Although I don't know if that'll make you feel better or worse, could be either. But the literature club isn't over yet. I know, I just feel... It's just... We won't be here anymore. It feels like we should have done something. I feel like I should have said thanks to this room. For everything. I have so many memories here. So many happy things and terrible things. It feels like this room is in my family somehow. It feels wrong to just leave.
Do a flip! Yes, that is what we do.
I agree, but I already said my goodbyes to this place and my thanks. Besides, I'll probably need to come back here from time to time to keep an eye on things. Eldritch reality, tether and whatnot. Anyway, take some time. Do or say what you feel you need to. We'll be waiting outside for you.
Sorry, did the hip whip. Yeah, Monica did the hip whip.
Natsuki and Yuri are having one of their half-real fights right now anyway. We'll be busy for a few minutes. What are they fighting about now? How long Natsuki's allowed to be mad at Yuri for ignoring her. How long Yuri's allowed to be mad at Natsuki for spiking my drink. And whether any of these periods cancel each other out. Sounds fun! Yeah. Anyway, say your goodbyes. We'll be outside.
This really doesn't just feel like an end to the season. This feels like a proper end to the series. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. Or at the very least, the end of a massive chapter. Final hip whip to end them all.
Well, Mr. Room, there I go, calling some inanimate object with an honorific again. It's almost like I'm still a little girl. I definitely feel like one. Like a tiny, helpless girl who's expected to live a normal adult life. But I'm not a tiny, helpless girl anymore. Or I'm not supposed to be. I'm a grown-up. And a lot of my growing up happened here with you. And even just in the last few, whatever you'd call them, years. So many things have happened. I don't know. It makes this place feel important somehow. Even though a lot of bad things happened along with the good things. So basically, Mr. Room, what I'm saying is, I feel like you and I know each other pretty well. And I'm not going to be around much anymore, if ever. So, thanks for being our room. I won't ever forget you. And I hope to see you again, eventually. Goodbye.
Nothing happens. The room is empty. Amazing text! Thanks for that description. Thanks for telling me that nothing happens and the room is empty. Oh boy.
Thanks for letting us do club at your house again, MC.
Hey, my pleasure. It's good to have lots of guests over. Miss Ida not coming today?
Actually, she's coming. She just wanted to talk with Rio a bit first. Those two are getting along well. It seems like the literature club will do a lot better when we leave than it ever did before. We've already left. Not yet. Let me be the one who's upset about time passing and things ending, Sayori. It doesn't suit you. And anyway, we still have a few bits of club to attend to, starting with my mod. Well, I'll let you see for yourself.
Ooh. Okay. Listen, I don't know how big the rest of this episode is. I know there's the mod, and I know there's emails. But since it's the finale, there might be a bit more stuff as well. But I feel like this is a good cutting off point, so that next time we start with Monica's mod. And I feel like there should be plenty of time. Like, I feel like if the mod takes an hour, and emails take 1 hour, and then we have 1 hour to spare for whatever else is left, and I will just stream longer, up to maybe 4 hours if necessary. Kind of long, so it might be a good time, yeah. If it's kind of long, then yeah, definitely probably best to end it off. Even if it takes 2 hours, there's no way I can't knock the rest of this game out in 4 hours, right? Again, we played 2 hours of this episode today. And again, I'm feeling like stringing out to 4 hours is okay. So if 6 hours isn't enough to finish this one episode, then I don't know. I am not doing as many tangents because I am not Tormies after all. So I feel like this should be doable. So in that case, let this be the end of the second to last stream of the story of Doki Doki Club meetings. I am excited to continue. There's only one Tormuse. And that is all the Tormuse we need. There can only be one. And that one Tormuse provides the best tangents. I wouldn't want any cheap knockoff tangents. Alright. So I think, of all of this being said and done, we will wrap it up here. Again, we are not done with this yet. If you do want to see more, as we finish the story, you really don't want to miss the end. Ow. You really don't want to miss the end, I think. So next week, Saturday, same time as this week. You can check the schedule if you don't know what it is in your time zone. But it's 11 PM Central European time. Ow. I will finish this story off next week. Just you wait. Just you wait. Okay, Rob has a lot of stuff to get out of his system again. Never mind, I think we're done. Speaking of being done, there we go. Have a Master Detective Friday. Master Detectively Friday? I'm curious as to the result. I guess Rob wasn't quite done yet. Alright, now, it's time to raid. Raid Bones. That is an amazing idea. Probably would have done that anyway. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that right away. Alright everyone, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Be aware that this is not the only game I stream. I have other streams coming up too, like every single Friday as well. So fun. So I'll see you maybe on Friday even. And maybe I'll squeeze in another stream during the week. No promises on that. Did see another VTuber as a redeem for that? I mean, this is a fun thing. Throwing a whole bunch of stuff at once, that is also something I am aware of that exists. It is also fun. In any event, maybe I'll add something like that, but I can't make any promises yet. Depends on whether I finally update the software. But yeah, I'll see you all around. Have a good one. Share some love with Bones. I'm sure she appreciates it. And I'll see you all around. Bye-bye. And if you're watching this as a VOD after that's been uploaded to YouTube, your support has also been greatly appreciated. And you know, if you do want to catch me live in the future, you can do so by checking the link down in the description below, which will take you to my Twitch, where I stream every Friday and Saturday, and sometimes other days of the week as well. Until then, though, everyone, have a good one, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye.